to escape the drop zone. Join me later for updates from here at Southern Road on Exmouth versus Tavistock and the non-league roundup from the only major non-league game taking place in Devon this afternoon. James.
Thank you very much, Peter.
We do live in the best county in the world, don't we? Devon is resplendent.
We celebrate your local heroes.
The people that are around the area and what they do for each other is just phenomenal.
We're here when you need us.
In all the years I've lived here, this is the most amount of rain I've ever seen and the most amount of water.
Today, we can all come together and just sort of like look out for each other.
And we make you smile.
You're trying to get to work.
Trying, yeah.
Have you brought a kayak with you? How are you going to get there?
Well, trousers go paddling, I guess.
Just ask your smart speaker to play BBC Radio Devon.
BBC Radio Devon Sport.
Now Suge. He goes for goal. It's spilled again. And it falls nicely for Jared Wright. Arms are stretched in front of the Devonport end. Niskanen. He's got McMillan on the outside. Right footed into Cole. Oh, what a finish! Right-footed volley off the bar and in, and City have a second.
It's going to come to Tom's back across and stroked into the net there by Dan Hayfield. And Torquay United's dominance knows no bounds at the moment. Torquay United 3.
Take it quickly.
Fissel out to Yandel. Yandel scores. That'll be a popular scorer. The extra club captain Jack Yandel.
BBC Radio Devon Sport.
Right, let's take you to your first half commentaries then. If you're listening for rugby this afternoon in the Prem Cup, we're live at Sandy Park for Exeter Chiefs against Sale Sharks. This is on 103.4 FM across the county and on the BBC Sport website with John Lockyer and Nigel Walrond. For Torquay United at Hornchurch this afternoon on BBC Radio Devon, a massive game at the top of National League South. It's your commentary team on BBC Sounds and the BBC Sport website, Martin Gritton and Harry Salvage.
Thank you ever so much, James. It's third Torquay United coming to the league leaders Hornchurch here in North London in a contest which could see Torquay United go top of the table if results go their way, but as many things, it's who finishes top of the table at the end of the season, not the team which is top of the table at the end of January. But talking to some fans before this one, Gritstow saying that this might be a do or die game. I personally don't see it like that. Is it a bit too early to say that at the moment?
The thing is, looking at the table and understanding the history of it and the strength of Hornchurch at the moment, you know it's a huge game, right? And there's no other way to look at it. Is it, the be all and end all? Absolutely not. But it's such a marker because if you come here, get something, great. If you beat them, it's such a massive victory psychologically, and just at the points, puts you in the top, and then it's, that added pressure, but also that added thing, say we're here, you've got to come and try and knock us off. So I think it's just don't get beat. That's the thing. So if Torquay come here with the right attitude, they're good enough on the pitch, but we know how good Hornchurch are, and as Paul Watton was saying, they're a vastly experienced team and they've got quality throughout. So but at the business end of the season, we've seen other teams that have got the yips a little bit. You got Worthing that once they got up there then struggled. So let's see what happens.
Because obviously we saw last year with Worthing top of the table with 5 games to go, they finished 4th. To me, I just find it's so early to determine anything at the minute.
No, it is. I think this is more of a kind of an individual battle, isn't it? It's an individual battle between these two teams to say, all right, who's the better team? Because that really is a factor as a player for me. Certainly, when we would go up against sides, you go like, okay, this is the team that's going to win the league. If we beat these guys and we show them, if they go on and win the league, great. But you showed them that you were the better team in your one-on-one duels. So I think that's such an important psychological thing. But we'll see. I'm just looking forward to a good game of football, Harry, because we've seen Torquay, the highs and lows this season, same as every season, but against the better sides, you want them to show up, because look at the teams that have gone up to National League. Unless you are absolutely you're aligned from front to back at the football club, players, fans, everyone pulling in the same direction, you come straight back down. So Torquay have got a real chance. If they get up, they can then kick on and progress.
We'll go for the two lineups there. Torquay United and Paul Watson making two changes. The first start since late August for Munash Sunderi. He comes into the side for Jordan Thomas, and Cody Cook dropping out for Jordan Young, who returns from injury. So it's James Hammond in goal, Matt Worthington, Jordan Dyer, Sam Dreher and Jay Fulston in a back four. Munash Sunderi and Dan Hayfield, two holding midfielders. Jordan Young, Sonny Blulow, Everton and Dylan Morgan, the three seated behind Kieran Wilson, who's been played through the middle this afternoon. So Adam Seedhouse, Evans, Denzel Akimpong, Cody Cook, Ed Palmer, Joe Hatch, Jordan Thomas and Matt J on the bench. Bourne before the game said to me, we're here to be positive and to be brave, and in this sort of game you probably have to be like that to try and get something from it. And with those changes, he's been brave. He's playing Matt Worthington at right back, with Munash Sunderi coming back into the side, but also having a more of attacking minded probably player in Matt Worthington when it comes to playing the ball forward.
With the players that he's got, Harry, the best form of defence is attack, and that's one of those old adages, but it really does matter against teams like this, because they're going to come at you, they're going to be strong, but the more chance you have to put them on the back foot rather than sit back and soak up pressure. So we'll see how that pays off. Also, he's got options on the bench, so tactically he doesn't have to the team that's out there right now might not be the team that finishes and wins the game for him. So just got to match them, go up toe to toe, and absolutely be brave.
He's said to me that Munash Sunderi, obviously a huge injury that he suffered. He's come back from an injury now. You probably won't see him for the full 60 minutes, but when you look at those options on the bench there, you've played with both Cody Cook and Ed Palmer, so you know exactly, especially with Cody, what he's like. But you've got Matt J, you've got Jordan Thomas, you've got the youth of Joe Hatch in there as well. You've got Denzel Akimpong there if needed in that right back role as well. Yeah,
that's it. The impact of sometimes having big players to come off the bench. So Cody Cook's going to be absolutely chomping at the bit to get. He's going to be saying why I'm on the bench and I want my place back. He's one of the best strikers in this league, and absolutely, Matt J, players like that are like, okay, let's look at, do we need someone that's a bit nippy, a bit of pace, go up there and unsettle and maybe hopefully get a goal. You've got that sort of option as well. But you're absolutely right. Big Egg Palmer, he's been such a stalwart, such a brilliant servant for Torquay, but he's big in both boxes, isn't he? So you can bring him on and he can cause problems as well.
It'll be Hornchurch to get the game underway. They've made one change. Charlie Pegram coming into side for Darren McQueen. So it's Arthur Nasta in goal. Josh Hare, Frankie Edwards, Harry Gibbs and Sam Ling in defence. Josh Rees, Tom Wright and Angelo Balanta in midfield, with Miles Weston, Harry Sanders and Charlie Pegram in a front three for the Urchins in their red and white striped shirts, red shorts and socks. They're shooting from left to right as we look at it. Torquay United in their yellow shirts with the dark blue shorts and yellow socks, and it looked like Torquay United did win the toss because they managed to switch around where the teams were going as the ball fed through towards Josh Rees in the penalty area. Can he keep it in play? Was it Dyer who got the final touch? No, it was the former Torquay man Josh Rees with the final touch. It will be a goal kick for Torquay United on the bench from Hornchurch. Goalkeeper Reese Byrne alongside Dave Winfield, Henry Hearn, Darren McQueen, Giles Phillips, Nathan Bertrand Cooper and Junior Marias, as James Hammond will send this ball forward in this mint green, looking for the initial touch of Jordan Young, who's back in after his one-game suspension after the red card at Plainmoor against Maidstone. And Worthington moving back into a right back role. Also with Munash Sunderi, he can also play right back as well, so there's plenty of options to utilise the players around the park. Ball played over the top by Hayfield into that right channel for Jordan Young, who tries to keep the ball in play, tries to hook it back across. It was a high ball. Morgan will try to bring this one down, cushions it towards Fulston, intercepted there by Miles Weston. Torquay United have a throw a few yards from the corner flag, but it's thrown back towards Munash Sunderi. The short sleeves and the wristband on his left wrist, plays it back to Fulston. Sunderi again tries to play it through towards Dylan Morgan, who brings the ball down on the edge of the penalty area, chops back in, looks to try and play through Sonny Blue Everton, back on towards his right hand side and out towards Jordan Young. He's got Worthington on the overlap as Young utilises that option. Worthington tries to get the cross in, it's blocked initially by Hornchurch, and they can clear the ball away with Charlie Pegram out for another Torquay United throw.
Nervy start, isn't it? You feel the home team is quite quiet, isn't it? A bit of apprehension, maybe knowing how big this one is.
It's weird because today is segregated. It's a weird setup because we've got a running track around here at Hornchurch, similar to what we had last weekend at Enfield. But Hornchurch fans are down one side, the Torquay fans are down the other side. That's how they've segregated this one. Which, as we saw last year, does create a weird atmosphere as Torquay have won a corner when Jordan Young had the ball down the right hand side. Intervention by Sam Ling. And Torquay have the first corner of the afternoon, which was taken out on the far side, and Jordan Young with his left foot can play An out-swinging corner. Opts for it to go short to Morgan. Plays it back towards Young, on towards his left foot. Sends it in towards the back stick. It's ahead of Dyer. Across the face of goal and out for a goal kick.
Well, brilliantly worked, wasn't it? That short corner, and then Jordan Young wasted no time getting it to the back stick, and that's exactly where you want Dyer. Brilliant from him getting up. It was almost too close, wasn't he, to the goal? Great connection and header back across, but not doing. Hornchurch will be a little bit worried about that sort of physical presence in their box.
We'll keep you up to date with Argyle away at Stockport City, who host Rotherham, as well as a game in the Southern Premier, Bracknell Town hosting Parkway. Also never topped by United, and it will be Gibbs who sends it back to his goalkeeper Arthur Nasta. Tries to play out towards Miles Weston, but even though we can see the ball, you could definitely tell that one was going straight out for a throw on the minute left Nasta's foot. Folston will take on the halfway line. Plays the 1-2 with Morgan. Forward it goes by Folston, looking for Wilson. First header won by the Hornchurch man Edwards. Seconds also won by Hornchurch, brought down towards Gibbs. Puts his foot through that one and over the halfway line it goes. Initial header from Dyer, a few offside appeals against the Hornchurch man. Then there's appeals to Wilson as Torquay played the ball forward as it bounces around in that centre circle. Now with Angelo Balanta coming forward as Jordan Dyer to put the pressure onto the Hornchurch number 10, who gets away. Got Pegram to the left, who gets the cross in towards the middle. It's cleared away by Sunderi, brought back down though by Hornchurch. Intercepted by Young, falls into Rees, whose shot is blocked, and it's into the hands of James Hammond. As Henry Sandett was in an offside position, Hammond will just look to launch it quickly, trying to send Kieran Wilson on his bike down the right hand side, who Nasta just about gets there before Wilson, who was trying to get away from the Hornchurch defender who's making the block. But talking now of the throw on the far side, and we're only 5 minutes old into this game. Both teams really going at it.
Yeah, that was a close one, wasn't it? And it was a great tackle. Was it Sonny Blulow Everton that got the initial one? I'm not sure, Dreyer, but it certainly, whatever happened, the ball popped out. Fortunately for the goals, and went through to Hammond.
Sam Dreyer trying to play the ball through, and not the most, a bit too much power on it by Sonny Blulow Everton to try and play it out towards the left channel. Because of that, Hornchurch now the throw. Will keep up to date with the rest of the scores in the National League South as well. Be the Farnborough and Dagenham being called off due to a waterlogged pitch there. Ayfield now with Worthington, plays it forward looking for Morgan, who tries to bring it down. It goes out for a throw as both Morgan and Hare battling for it. But it shall be a throw for Hornchurch. The first goal of the afternoon in the National League South has gone in. Dorking 1, Salisbury 0 down at Meadowbank. First header won by Weston, who steered it back towards Gibbs. Brought down by Dylan Morgan. Now a Sonny Blulow Everton back out towards Morgan on the left hand side, who will try and find some space, taking on his man. Gets a cross in towards the near post, but goes straight out for a goal kick. Trying to open up an angle there where it was quite tight.
Yeah, just showing a little bit there as well how the pitch is a little bit heavy, isn't it? Players not quite trusting it just yet. Seen a few bobbles and a few slices.
I was talking to the steward who mans the gate by the tunnel, and he was saying to me that he hopes the referee for the first 10 minutes just allows both teams to work out this surface, because he feels it's one of those surfaces where if a player makes a sliding tackle, he's going to be sliding for a bit longer than he's hoping for. Yeah. Weston sends the ball over the top looking for Angelo Balanta. Andrea gets there in front of him. He turns it away as the Torquay captain into the Hornchurch half, which is initially won by Edwards. Plays it forward, it's flicked on by Balanta. Sander plays it out towards Weston on this right hand side, taking on Folston. The man capped by Antigua and Barbuda gets a cross in with his left foot. It's in deep, headed back across, and it's going to bounce there, and it's going to bounce wide and out for a corner. It looks like it took a touch of a Torquay man last. And Hornchurch had their first corner of the afternoon.
Well played from Weston, wasn't it? He's tormenting. Looked a little bit of a deep one from him, but a good header back across, and an opportunity for a tap in there for Hornchurch. So a let off for the goals.
Tunbridge Angels 0, Maidstone United 1. That's the Hornchurch captain, Tom Wright, just picks up a new ball for this corner. Maybe a left-footed one from this near side. Most of those waiting by the penalty spot. Angelo Balanta being marked by both Muna Sanderi and Samdrea. And it comes from Ray towards the near stick. It bounces. Torquay United are able to get it away though with Dylan Morgan. Only as far as the number 3 Josh Hare. He feeds it back to his goalkeeper, man on loan from Wolverhampton Wanderers, Arthur Nasta, who then launches it forward for Hornchurch. But all he does with that is send it all the way to his opposite number, James Hammond, who quickly disperses the ball out towards Worthington. Sends it back to Hayfield. Worthington again. The high press coming up from Hornchurch, putting the girls under a little bit of pressure as it's played back towards James Hammond, who sends it forward over the halfway line, looking there for Wilson. First header that won by Edwards. Trying to be flicked on by Reese. It's taken a touch off Muna Sanderi, and Reese battling away with both Sanderi and Bluelo Everton. Picked up by Sander, out towards his right hand side towards Balanta, who remains in onside position. Can he get the ball deep into the penalty area? Onto his left, it takes on the strike and into the back of the net. Superb move from Angelo Balanta. And Hornchurch in this top of the table clash take the lead. It's Hornchurch 1, Torquay 0.
Well, what a finish. He played the line very closely. We had Sam Dreher shouting to the linesman for an offside, but I think he was just on. And he's caused problems before against Torquay, hasn't he? And Balanta there just showing his quality. Gets it on his left foot, puts it into the far top corner. No chance for Hammond. But that's the first real opportunity, and Hornchurch have taken it. And just getting in behind Folston, didn't he? It was just played on the line. It's great attacking play. Not an awful lot Torquay could do about it, but yeah, a bit of work to do now.
I can't really complain so much with Torquay start that they have been aggressive. It's just a case of they had the first few minutes of this game, and the Hornchurch, with their possession of the ball, and the quality from Angelo Balanta just shone there.
Well, there you go. That's it. It's all about those little moments, isn't it? And just what a finish. But you've got down this right hand side, we've seen Weston having a bit of joy. Folston's getting a little bit isolated against him. Morgan might need to come back and help him out a little bit, but yeah, that goal coming from that channel down the right hand side for Hornchurch, and Balanta getting in to a really good position.
Dover Athletic leading 1-0 away at Hemel Hempstead.
That's offside, surely. Yep.
Offside against the goal scorer. Just looking there that the Worthing versus Western Supermare game is kicking off a little bit later. We kicked off at 15:15. The singing section of the Hornchurch fan base on the far side, making their no one know. Ball played forward down the left hand side by Ling, but that'll go straight out for a throw on for Torquay. Hornchurch leading by the Angelo Balanta goal. Throw on short to Young, play back to Worthington. Now with Hayfield, sends it down that right hand side. It's cleared away by Gibbs, brought down by Sanderi. Now finds Young, plays it back towards Hayfield, across to Dyer. Now with Sam Dreher for Torquay, moves into the Hornchurch half, and he's got Dylan Morgan making a run. Sam Dreher blocked off by Miles Weston, and the referee saying that's a foul by the Hornchurch number 11, who pleads his innocence to the referee, which of Sam Dreher running into Weston, which I can understand that that protestation, but the referee's obviously seen it.
Well, he's going nowhere, was he? Dreher was literally, he had nothing, no options on. There was no need for Weston to go in there.
Darren McMahon's already talking to the fourth official on that one.
That's a weird setup because the technical areas don't technically exist.
Ball played in deep by Sonny Blue Everton, but goes all that for a goal kick. They're very deep technical areas, but
wide as well, considering that there's he's had to come about 40 yards to speak to the fourth official. I'm sure the fourth official was quite glad he's that far away. Still moaning about it, Weston.
Here's a goal kick for Hornchurch. Nasta to go and take this one in a similarly mint green to James Hammond. Forward it goes from the keeper. Had it won initially by Dyer, be brought down by Sam Ling. He sends it forward, brought down initially by Pegram. Worthington gets there in front of Balanta. Now with Young. Plays it back to Hayfield. Sends it down the right-hand side, low Everton. Now with Worthington, plays it back out towards Sonny Blue, low Everton, who's making a move down the right-hand side. Drops it back in the middle in towards Dylan Morgan. Leaves it there. Folston's going to get to it. No, he's not. It's a great challenge there from Miles Weston. The ball goes out for a throw, and a fantastic bit of defending there from the veteran.
Yeah, great tracking from him. It was really clever. Dummy from Morgan, wasn't it? Folston wasn't quite onto it. I wasn't sure if Sanderi or someone was a little bit closer. But yeah, good play from Torquay.
I think Folston was slightly surprised that it was dummy to him.
Yes, I think so too.
Ball played out now with Morgan trying to find Sonny Blue, low Everton, which he does. Plays it back to Munash Sanderi. Young.
That's the ball.
Plays it into Folston, back in towards Jordan Young. The ball goes sort of underneath him, but he's still got the ball. Sanderi now finding Morgan. Back to Munash Sanderi again. Morgan back to Sanderi. Little 1-2 passes between the two of them. Now with Jordan Young, he looks up, plays it, trying to play it towards left foot. Nearly falls out, so loose to Worthington. But Hornchurch are able to go and get the ball away, and Torquay have to move the ball quickly in those tight spaces, not being able to utilise it in the fashion they really wanted to. Is now a Sandat, knocks it forward in towards a path of Angelo Balanta, who remains on side, moves out towards the left hand side as well. Back on towards his right foot. Plays it back out towards Pegram. Takes on Jordan Dyer on towards his left foot. He gets across in towards the middle, but that goes straight out for a goal kick for United. 1-0 Hornchurch lead.
Well, Balanta just plays on that last man, doesn't he? He's always looking. He's threatening to be offside at every run, but that one that he does time right, and we've seen it already. What damage that can cause for Torquay. Dre's going to have to keep a real close eye on him.
4 from Folston. Had initially won there by the Hornchurch man. Hayfield tries to play it forward. Ling reads it well and blocks it almost immediately as it left his foot. Now with Miles Weston on the right, feeds it in towards the feet of Sander. He gets his cross in towards the middle. It bounces and nearly falls to Balanta, who couldn't get his connection onto that one which he wanted, and goes and kicks the post in frustration as it goes out for a goal kick.
Well, really well worked from Hornchurch again. Down that right hand side, it's where they're causing all kinds of problems, and Sandak came across, made that run in behind. Was it Weston just supplied the ammo, and what a ball in. Just putting it in that 6-yard box again. Balanta probably just a yard or two off it, but again, Hornchurch showing how dangerous they are.
Morgan.
It's a foul.
I agree with you there, but the referee's not agreeing with us there. Turns away with the ball to Sander, looks to feed through Miles Weston down the right hand side. Dreyer gets there in front of him, plays it back towards his goalkeeper, who takes a touch initially before sending it forward. In the Southern League Premier South, Penrith Parkway lead 2-0 away at Bracknell in Berkshire. Tiverton's game called off due to obviously the amount of rainfall in the last week in Devon. They were due to host Evesham. Ball played out towards the right hand side by Torquay, goes straight out for a Hornchurch throw. Chippenham 0, Cheshire 1 at Harden Hewish Park. And the list of away days still to come. We'll have full commentary on that one a week Tuesday at Chippenham. Before that, another long trip on Tuesday night. Dover Athletic, the rearranged game. Folston with a throw for Torquay, plays it short to Sonny Blulow Everton, plays it back to his defensive man. Folston looking to send the ball over the top, looking for Wilson. Can he get there in front of Edwards? He can't do, as Edwards clears the ball out for a throw, but a throw in a dangerous position now for the Gulls. Just an opportunity for Folston to take. Plays the 1-2 with Dylan Morgan. Back into United's informed scorer. Morgan tries to get across in the middle. It's cleared away initially by Hornchurch. Worthington putting more pressure on. The ball is loose, and Pegram can just launch it forward into no man's land there by man on loan from Leyton Orient. And well off his line to hold the ball in possession is Hayfield. Sends it forward looking for Morgan. Initially won by Frankie Edwards, brought down by Jay Folston. Steers it back into Munash Sanderi. You can spot the open space that Jordan Young has. Ling intervenes with that ball. Hornchurch able to get it away, but only as far as Jordan Dyer. Be frustrating Darren McMahon that when Hornchurch do get the ball, they just give it straight back to Torquay on their halfway line. Sanderi now finds Morgan. Cuts it back to Sam Dreyer. Now with Jordan Dyer. Worthington out on the right, plays it to Young, who's moved a bit more centrally at the moment. It's a poor pass from him, but that's that was a clear handball from Henry Sander, but the referee saying it was ball to hand. Here is Weston on the right hand side, and he's given a free kick, I presume, for someone being pulled back.
Yeah.
Is the signal he's giving. I think it's Omuna Sanderi. He's given that free kick on. That'll be a free kick. Not too far into the Torquay half for James Hammond to take. Forward it goes, looking there for Kieran Wilson, who's battling away with Edwards. Edwards tries to shield it off and does so, and looking a bit frustrated there's Kieran Wilson.
Yeah, I was just saying that he's a little bit isolated at the minute, isn't he? Difficult to get quality balls up to him because of the surface. It's quite a heavy pitch, so when Hammond, and we know how good he is with distribution, but even when he's having to put all his effort into getting a nice clean strike on it, just shows it's quite challenging to hit accurate balls up front, and then Wilson's just finding himself between two centre halves.
Goal kick from Nasta, straight out for a throw for Torquay.
You wonder if the Wilson solution later in the game is again where we saw him at Chelmsford on the left hand side. Maybe move Morgan off and put him out there with Cody Cook down the middle and get two outlets. Oh, for goodness sake, yeah, just got to get the quality of the passes in. Again, we're seeing the pitch, it's heavy for them to get any crisp passing, and that's what Torquay trying to move it quickly. It's really hard on this.
Dyer trying to play out towards Worthington. Pegram trying to intercept the ball and gave away a throw, which means Torquay United is still in possession with the ball. And here is Muna Sanderi in midfield. He looks up out towards Worthington. Feeds it through in towards Dan Hayfield on the right hand side, trying to get the cross in towards the middle. So initial challenge there from Tommy Wright, and it will be a corner for Torquay.
Yeah, well played. That's better. It's hard. There's no real tempo at the minute, is there, Harry? It's quite slow pace to the game, which plays into Hornchurch's hands really. So Torquay having to try and ramp it up a little bit.
It's another opportunity for a Jordan Young corner. Dylan Morgan standing on the halfway line. I don't think he's going to come short. It's going to come in from here from Jordan Young. He's gone in deep looking for Jordan Dyer at the back stick, who heads it across the face of goal. And the second time this afternoon, the only netting it finds is the net which surrounds the throwing cage.
It was just like the short corner a minute ago. Jordan Young, his ball to the back stick there, it just catches everyone out. And Jordan Dyer's the only one moving, and you see him there. He's so good in those positions, but again, great connection from him, but just almost too close to the goal because he just headed it right back across the face and just out. So two chances there. Let's hope he's third time lucky.
Goal kick from Nasta. First header one by Jordan Dyer. Wilson tries to flick it on, but can be brought down by Frankie Edwards. Feeds it back to Nasta, who play it forward for the Urchins. If you're listening earlier, Urchins a hedgehog, as we found out during the Fighting Chance quiz. All sent forward down this right hand side.
I think Pantani was offside again. He's just playing right on the line. It's a real good outlet for Hornchurch so they can get up the pitch.
Torquay are able to clear that one for a corner, for a throw one initially. It will now be taken by Josh Hare. Sanderi and Sandat battling away. It goes off Sanderi last. Slightly surprised that the free kick wasn't given there for Sanderi bear hugging Sandat is probably the best way of putting it.
Yep.
Hare with the throw. Plays it down to Weston, back to Josh Hare, who gets across in. It takes the deflection off the rear of Sanderi. Torquay able to clear it away first time, and it's brought down by Young out towards Worthington on the right hand side. He sends it forward, looking for the run of Kieran Wilson, who's going to put Harry Gibbs under pressure. Gibbs tries to turn on the Exeter City loanee. He's able to clear it away, brought down by Pegram, and Wright sends it down that left hand channel, which Dyer will get there first. Finds Worthington under pressure from Pegram. Back to Dyer again. Moves on towards his right foot, tries to play it forward. A touch off the Hornchurch man, brought down by Wright. But all Wright can do is play it in towards the feet of Baland. He has kept the ball in on the pitch on that side as Jordan Dyer gets in front of the goal scorer to win the ball back for Torquay. And it's now a Stanley Brill Everton, found by Worthington. Plays it back towards Jordan Young. Torquay just not being able to get out of their own half in the minute. Young goes down and Hornchurch with the ball. Dyer then leaves his mark on the Hornchurch man, and in a great position for the Urchins. They have a free kick on the edge of the penalty area.
That's a great bit of skill, wasn't it? And Sandat doing really well. Getting the forwards are proven to be the ones that are more influential at the minute. You see the way that they play as a front three, Harry, as well. That just that there isn't big gaps between them, and the balls going up to them aren't kind of hopeful balls, kind of like what Torquay are producing. It shows you the danger of a efficient front three there. It's pulling Torquay all over the place. Really good position, this.
Be interesting to see who takes this one. We've got Wright, I think it's Pegram as well, standing over it for the hosts. Weston trying to cause a nuisance by standing about 10 yards from the ball in front of the Torquay wall, which James Hammond's trying to set up. Referee's now happy for this free kick here for Hornchurch. It's going to be Pegram, gets it over the wall, but straight in the hands of Hammond, who actually spills it away for a corner in the end for Hornchurch.
We've seen Sanda again. That's probably the first time he's had a proper shot, but we saw him whipping a wicked cross earlier on. He's obviously got a bit of power behind that, and would have hoped Hammond to hold on to that one, but did well to spill it wide.
24 minutes gone on the clock here at the Hornchurch Stadium. The goal from Angelo Blanta, currently giving the league leaders a 1-0 lead. They've got a corner here from Wright, who sends it in towards the back stick, turned away initially by Sam Dreyer, then by Sonny Bluelow Everton. He will go out for a throw-in here for Hornchurch. Darryl McMahon showing his basketball skills at the moment, bouncing the ball. Chippenham 0, Chesham United 2. That is the latest score in the National League South, as Weston brings the ball down, turns it in the middle towards Sander, gets away from Sundari and from Folston, plays it back in towards Hare, plays it across towards Tommy Wright. He chips the ball in towards a penalty area, cleared away, brought down initially by Hornchurch, and Folston clears the ball away, cleared up by Wright and brought down by Pegram in the penalty area. If the offside appeal is not going to be given, Pegram still going through, intervened there by Minash Sanderi, and now Torquay United can look to try and counter-attack here with Young. Finds Sonny Blue, Everton feeds it in towards the feet of Kieran Wilson on the right-hand side for Torquay. He's got Young, he's also got Morgan in the middle. He's still going here as Wilson, on to his right foot, Cousins with left, plays it across, but straight into the hands of Nasta. And we speak a lot about Kieran Wilson, his confidence going forward and wanting to take the shot on, but maybe the decision-making wasn't there.
No, you can tell he was just a player eager to make that a goal for himself when he had better options. It was a 3v2 or 3-on-2 for Torquay in that attack, and you just think if he'd have just supplied that ball to Jordan Young, who was inside, he's in a much better position. But I understand what it can be like for Wilson. If you're only getting 1 or 2 chances a game, you want to make the most of them.
Here's Sonny Bluelow Everton, played through by Muna Sundari, turns around the corner, back to Sundari again, switches play out towards the left hand side towards Joe Folston, who tries to bring it down and does so brilliantly. Folston gets across in towards the middle, it's missed there, it's a chance for Dylan Morgan, it's more or less just hit his head and goes over the bar and out for a goal kick for Hornchurch.
What a ball in from Folston there. That's it. He's got right to the byline and it's given him a perfect chance to whip it middle of the goal. It's coming over a few players, so Morgan didn't see it until late, but he's got to do better than that. The goalkeeper was rooted to the middle of the goal. Any header either side of him would have quite easily, you wouldn't have had to put much power on it. That's the difference between the two teams at the minute. That final third decision making, you're absolutely right, Harry. It's so important and crucial, and in these big games even more so.
Forward it goes from Nasta from the goal kick. No short goal kick from Darren McMahon's side, and it's going to be a free kick for Hornchurch. A foul from Jordan Dyer onto Sander. Opportunity now for Hornchurch to send another ball into Torquay United's final third. It's going to be Ling to take this one. Forward it goes. Switching across towards Hare, who brings down the initial ball, nearly falls into Angelo Balanta. Going to get the ball in play and out for a goal kick for Torquay. 27 gone on the clock. Hornchurch lead by a goal to 0. In a rare game for you, Grits, where you've played with both the managers. In fact, Darryl McMahon replaced you in one game many years ago in his only Torquay United appearance, and of course Paul Watton you play with at Argyle.
I was wondering why I recognised him. I'm serious, scratching my head there.
I wonder if he recognises you still.
Well, I'd like to think so, but yeah, I wouldn't blame him if he doesn't.
Sander plays it across. There's a strike there from Pegram, blocked initially by Dreyer. Brought down by Kieran Wilson, who tries to get away from Rates, and he looks up. He's got Morgan making the run. He's also got Blolo Everton in the middle. Still going through does Wilson as his parent club are trailing to Rotherham. SJP still going here as Wilson, still running with the ball, plays it across towards Jordan Young on the left hand side, on the right hand side, cuts back in towards Sonny Blue Everton with a low strike, more of a daisy cutter, didn't quite catch that one right. Torquay still in possession of the ball. It's knocked back to Rate, who can play it back towards his goalkeeper Nasta in the Hornchurch goal. But there's another moment there from Kieran Wilson. Maybe the pass was on a little bit earlier.
Well, yeah, but also that was the one where he probably would have wanted him to pull the trigger. We know what he's like cutting in on his right foot. So again, decision making. I mean, it wasn't a bad pass to Jordan Young, but by the time Jordan Young got it, it was well read by the Hornchurch defenders, because there wasn't an awful lot he could do with it. But again, good attack from Torquay. We've not really seen them start or put anything together consistently, have we?
No.
And you get the feeling that if they can just click into gear, it will catch Hornchurch unawares.
Here's Balanta, who shoved Jordan Dyer off the ball. They're still going through, and he's squeezed out by the Torquay players. And not the best back pass from Sam Dreyer into James Hammond. Is able to disperse of it quickly back towards Dyer, who moved away from the scene of the crime. It's now with Wilson, brought down by Edwards, picked up by Rees. Plays it back towards Harry Gibbs. There's been 2 quick goals at Arbor Park. Sloughtown 2, 10-man Chelmsford City 0.
Lovely
in that
kick.
one, long it goes from Hammond, and he got there, did hair, because if he didn't, Morgan was in on goal. Brought down by Munas Sundari. Now with Sonny Blue Everton, who cuts in on hair. He's got Morgan making that run down the left hand side, chops it across in the middle towards Dan Hayfield, still feeding it through. Low Everton nearly falls in towards the feet of Kieran Wilson. It's cleared away by Hornchurch in towards the feet of Fulston, who tried to get the initial block, but Rees nicked it away from him. And it's now with Miles Weston on the halfway line, looking to send the ball forward in towards Sandat Dreyer, winning that foot race initially, and plays it back to James Hammond, who has the first time smashed the ball. And when I say smash, he slices it, and he appeals that it was kept in to the linesman, who disagrees with him. And it's going to be a corner kick for Hornchurch.
Well, I was tempted to agree with Hammond there, because the linesman was far too eager to give that, wasn't he? I don't think the whole... I mean, we can't see it quite clearly from here, but just down that right hand side again, all the danger for Hornchurch at the minute. And good counter-attack by them after a great bit of play from Torquay.
It's Jamal Baptiste who gives Rotherham the lead at SJP in League One. Or other League One side at the minute. Stockport 0, Argyle 0, Edgeley Park. Corner to be taken by Rate in towards Anistic. This one flicked up initially by Worthington, then cleared away by Morgan. Young tries to turn away. He's been held by the Hornchurch man. The referee says no. It's cleared back forward by Edwards. Initial header flicked on. Dreyer nearly getting there, brought down by Balanta. Falls into a Sander, who gets shot away, but it's blocked initially by Dreyer. And the loose ball feeds into the hands of James Hammond, who looks to try and launch the ball quickly. Balanta, well, it's too close to him there, but he's got away with it because Torquay United still have the ball. Here's Blue Low Everton. Gets away from Tommy Rate, and you can see the energy that Torquay United have. Plays out towards Morgan left side, gets across in towards the middle. It's too much there for Jordan Young, and it's gone all the way out for a throw. But you can sort of see with Hornchurch trailing back, they seem a little leggy.
I was going to say that's the first time we've seen Torquay kind of pull them apart and almost just make them look a little bit disorganised. Just ramping up that tempo again, Harry. Like I was saying, if you can kind of just unsettle a team, kick them out of their stride a little bit, Torquay are going to have to do that for much longer periods, I think.
Throw on taken by Hornchurch. It took a touch of the Torquay man as they progressed further down that left hand side. Another opportunity for Sam Ling, son of Martin Ling, name which will be known for his period as number 2 to Gary Howers many years ago. Throw on sent down the left hand side. It's initially cleared away by Worthington. Now with Wilson, stamps it back in towards Sonny Blue Low Everton, who can play it out towards the left hand side where he can find Jay Fulston. Looking to try and play it down towards Dylan Morgan. Hare's always going to get there first. Trying to shield the ball out for a goal kick, which he successfully does so.
Fulston there, he's looking, and it's only got one option on, and Morgan never really looked like getting into a position where he could receive that ball. It's a bit frustrating because an easy turnover.
And it's going to be Nasta with this goal kick. Just another update from the National League South. FC Tottenham versus Hampton Richmond Borough has been postponed this afternoon. It was called off a couple of hours ago, but eventually been able to pick that one up. Goal kick from Nasta, brought down by Dreyer initially. Hornchurch play it high into the sky. Brought down by Dyer, who finds Young. Hayfield tries to turn away. Was he caught? He was, says the referee. It will be a free kick for Torquay just inside their half. They can reset with the ball. Eastbourne Borough 1, Enfield Town 0. Worthington plays it across towards Sam Dreyer. Back in the middle to Dyer. He sends it over the top, looking there for Young. Brought down initially by Link. Pegram under the pressure there from Jordan Young, goes off the returning Torquay number 8. That's going to be a throw which Sam Ling's going to take. Forward it goes. Initially up by Young, then by Reese. Hayfield tries to knock it forward, cleared away by Frankie Edwards. Dyer on the halfway line in this little game of head tennis at the moment, brought down by Sonny Blulo Everton. Now finds Hayfield under the pressure from Reese, goes down to the ground as Hayfield, still trying to scramble away with the ball. Picked up there by Sonny Blulo Everton, and Pegram comes across there. But throw-in has been given in Torquay United's favour, despite the protestations of Pegram thinking that he should win a free kick. Worthington to take the throw, brings it down to Hayfield. Back out to Worthington. Young tries to steer it around the corner for Sonny Blulo Everton, tries to get the cross in. It's initially nicked off in there by Charlie Pegram, and now Hornchurch can break away down the left-hand side and try and gain some further yards forward. It's intervened there by Sonny Blulo Everton, now for a throw for Hornchurch. 1-0 to the Urchins.
They defend well, don't they? Dealt with another Torquay attack. Just waiting for Torquay just to click in a bit more, Harry, and just put together some passages of play here.
Forward it goes down the left-hand side. Pegram tries to turn away from Jordan Dyer. Dyer was able to get the block in, but Hornchurch still in possession of the ball. Sunderi then with a foul onto Sander and a free kick inside the Torquay United half for Hornchurch. Reminder for you, a special show for you Monday night here on BBC Radio Devon. John Akers will be joined by Joe Sims and Marie Inge to keep across all the last-minute transfer deadline day news from Plymouth, Argyle and Exeter City, along with neighbouring teams across the southwest. That's from 6 p.m. on Monday. You can watch it live. Just search Transfer Deadline Day on BBC iPlayer or listen live. And you can ask your smart speaker as well to play BBC Radio Devon. As Josh Hare tries to get a cross in, it's blocked by Dylan Morgan despite the handball appeals. It is going to be a corner for the hosts. Tom Raitt will go over to go and take. Corner shall come, whipped in towards the near post. It's cleared away initially by Hayfield, falls in towards the feet of Ling, who takes a shot. It's taken a deflection off the Torquay man. Goes up for yet another corner for Hornchurch, this time to be taken from their left hand side. So Tommy Raitt will go over to the other side to go and take this one. Referee just making sure that holding in the middle between Angelo Belanto and Minash Sanderi is all legal. Belanto sits in the 6-yard box with Hayfield, Sanderi and Dreyer. Everyone sort of moving towards the back end of the penalty area for this one. In it comes, cleared away initially by Torquay. It's going to be below Everton to hook it onto his foot. And Torquay are dealing with Hornchurch's corners. It's just getting away with the ball afterwards. The ball sent long, looking there for Gibbs, who brings it down. But the flag goes up for offside against the Hornchurch centre half. And it will be a free kick for Torquay. But as I said, Torquay are dealing with the corners at the minute. It's just doing something with them after.
Yeah, exactly. It's difficult. They're not particularly set up to get countered. There's plenty of pace in the team, but there's so many of them back. When the ball does go up front, it's generally to a Hornchurch player. It's been difficult for Wilson. He has been really isolated though.
Dreyer, Sunderi, nearly intercepted by Belanto. Well, it's one back here by Sander, who gets away. Can he feed through Josh Reese? He can do. It's great save by Hammond to another former Torquay man. And Jay Folson's able to clear the ball away for Torquay, and Torquay have got to be careful.
Yeah, Sunderi there. It's a real sloppy one from him. He's been dug out by Hammond. Great save from him. Some good tackles going in there to recover, but my goodness, you can't give them opportunities like that.
Hare with the throw, finds Weston, plays it back to Josh Hare. He looks up, scoops it up, cleared away by Jay Fulston. Had initially won by Reese, brings it down to Weston. Trying to get away from Muna Sundari, gets across in towards the middle, flicked on initially by Dreyer, brought down by Ling, forced to right with a first time shot, who more than slices it out towards Weston. If I can get my teeth in comes from Hare, up in the air by Hayfield initially. Brought down by Fulston. Morgan tries to put his foot straight through that one. It's now with Raitt. Hooked in by Weston, turned away by Dreyer. Now a Sonny Blulow Everton who clears it away further forward. Raitt has to knock it back there to Frankie Edwards as Wilson was battling away with his defensive partner for the afternoon. It's cleared away out for a throw for Torquay. Jay Fulston will go and take Chippenham 0, Cheshire United 3 at Harden Hewish Park. Fulston sending it over the top, brought down though by Gibbs. He sends it down the left hand side looking for Balanta, brought down initially by Jordan Dyer. Pegram shields the ball away from Worthington, that goes out for a throw.
Yeah, just even there, Harry, just a bit sloppy. Dyer's got plenty of time to bring that ball down, and he's tried to cushion ahead. It's a really difficult one. He's got time to bring it down and relax. I'm not seeing enough good decision making from Torquay at the minute.
Veronica goes forward, brought down by Hayfield. Sent forward again by Hornchurch. Dyer wins that header and plays that towards Jordan Young. A few steps through the Hornchurch players, and he's plays out towards Munash Sundari now with Jay Fulston on this near side. Gets over the halfway line to Morgan, who lays it back out towards Fulston. Wilson's making the run through the middle. Finds the Exeter City loanee, but he's dispossessed, and now Reese picks up the ball. Finds Sander, tries to turn away Sundari. Great challenge from him to win the ball back, and it's now with Dylan Morgan, who can try and break away with the ball, with the passes behind Young. Hornchurch can clear it away as Henry Sanders now back up from the challenge from Sundari. Ball played across towards Sam Dreyer. Now with Hayfield, plays it out towards Munash Sundari. Look out, can the United number 6, Fulston. Hayfield now with the ball for Torquay. Tries to play it through, blocked by the Hornchurch man. We talked about the Deadline Day show, which you can listen to on Monday evening. Well, Argyle's only signing of the winter window so far, Ronan Curtis, has just given them the lead away at Stockport. It's Stockport 0, Argyle 1. Exeter 1-0 down to Rotherham, whilst here Torquay on to trail by a goal to 0 to Hornchurch. Fantastic goal by Angelo Balanta, giving the league leaders the lead. Dyer, Worthington, straight in towards Gibbs. He then sends it over the top looking for Balanta, but they'll run all the way out for a ball which Jordan Dyer can retrieve. Plays it back towards his goalkeeper, James Hammond. Dreyer finds Fulston. Dreyer again, Morgan chops back in under pressure. Sends it back towards Sam Dreyer. And towards his left hand side. Here's Sonny Blulow Everton for the goals. Back to Sundari in the middle of the Hornchurch half. Fulston just trying to find an opportunity, a gap. Torquay as Dreyer sends it over their left hand side looking for Sundari. He's going to get there first there as Josh Heron's forced to hook it out for a throw. In front of the Yellow Army, who occupy that left corner. Header from Fulston. Finds Sonny Blulow Everton on towards his right foot. Sends the ball in deep looking for Jordan Young. It's cleared away initially by Gibbs. Header up by Hayfield. Brought down there by Pegram, who juggles the ball with his right foot and now looking to get away from Jordan Young. Runs straight into Matt Worthington. It's picked up by Jordan Young. He can now come away with the ball for Torquay. Gets away from Balanta and finds Sam Dreyer. Sundari finds Fulston on the left hand side. Hornchurch happy to sit back and defend at the moment. Now is Sonny Blulow Everton finding Muna Sundari. Dorking 2, Salisbury 0. As we're entering the final few minutes of this first half, cushioned back from Pegram and sliced away by Sam Ling, and Torquay United have a throw out on that far side. Worthington finds Young. Back to Hayfield. Worthington finding Young. Hooks it back in towards Worthington, tries to turn away from Samling, and all Samling can do is just stand there and come away with the ball. And with his touch as the ball returns to Samling, just concedes another throw. Slough Town 3, Chelmsford City 0. Worthington will eventually take this throw. Plays it back towards Jordan Dyer. Cross towards Sam Dreyer. Dyer. Now finds Worthington. He scoops it up. Cleared away there by Angelo Balanta. Here's Hayfield on towards his right foot. Sends the ball in the middle there for Kieran Wilson. Nasta comes off his line and claims the ball as the Hornchurch keeper. The countdown begins from the referee. Nasta just about in time, drops the ball down to the ground as he looks to play it out towards Miles Weston on this near side. Brings it down towards Sander. Challenge there from Morgan. It goes off the Torquay man last. It will be a throw for Hornchurch. Brought down by Reese, now with Hare. Sends it down, looking there for Sander on the right hand side. Looking to get away from Dreyer, who gives him a little nudge in the back. And the officials say that was an illegal nudge by Dreyer. It will be a free kick for Hornchurch. Chippenham 0, Chesham 4. Sander, who holding his right ankle at the moment. Back up though, onto his feet. The opportunity now for Miles Weston on this near side to swing his free kick in. He's waiting just on the penalty yard area. Referee happy with the one-man wall of Dylan Morgan. Going to see 1 minute added on to the end of this first half. Here's a free kick from Miles Weston, sent in deep, cleared away initially by Dyer, then brought down by Reese. It's hooked back up there by Jordan Young towards Dylan Morgan. Clears the ball away, brought down by Wright, out towards this right-hand side for Miles Weston. Taking on Dylan Morgan on towards his left foot, gets across in towards the middle, hooked up by Sanderi. Torquay having cleared it properly, falls in towards right with a shot on the edge of the area. Took a touch of Henry Sander at last, and that will go out for, well, it's given a corner. I thought Sander got the final touch there, but clearly I was wrong. Bit more defending to do before the half is out. Second week in a row, Torquay could be going in at half-time a goal out. Came back last week. Can the magic from last week reappear again? But they've got defending to do in this corner. It's cleared away by Sonny Blurton. Weston tries to send it back in towards the middle. Hayfield wins that first ball. Weston can hook it back up there looking for Wright, and it will be a throw for Torquay. A bit too much power on that one from Weston.
I think Paul Wharton will be glad to get a word with the players at half-time. It is just looking a little bit disorganised. Some of the players not quite up to the task this half.
To be fair, I did ask him, as a referee, I think he's going to blow his half-time whistle in a second anyway. Well, he's going to do it now for Fulls can take the throw, but when I spoke to him last week, I said, what did you say at half-time? He said, I didn't say that much. Which I presume he's going to let the leaders in the dressing room do the talking instead of him doing the talking at the break. But it is Angelo Balanta, a fantastic goal from him, curling it past James Hammond to give Hornchurch a lead. Argyle and City are still playing it, but for Torquay, again, it sort of came at a time where the goals were on top of the game, maybe not ruthlessly on top of the game, but Hornchurch scoring a goal at the bad time for the girls. Yeah,
it did come at a bad time, but we've not really seen Torquay recover from that, and they've not had a meaningful shot on target, have they? I mean, there was a chance. Wilson's maybe made a bad decision and but he's still got a shot on target, even though a weak one, and a couple of headers from Jordan Dyer. But yeah, it's not quite right. I don't think the shape's quite right because it's just not working. I think maybe the experience of Cook up front might help alleviate the pressure on Wilson if there's a way to fit him in. I don't think you get the best out of Worthington at right back, because I think in the middle of the park there's just not the right balance for Torquay. They're losing out in the battles. It's a scrappy game, right? Maybe you need to bring Worthington into this. I don't know, maybe it's a little bit of a shape change. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some quick decisions, quick changes made by Paul Wotton as well. He's got options on the bench, and as I said, a couple of players not quite up to the first half. It is difficult conditions and they're up against a decent side, but I haven't seen Hornchurch have to play that well to be, they probably deserve to be 1-0 up, but it's tight enough. Torquay, if they click into gear like we've been saying, we know that they've got the ability to just create goals from nothing, so they have to start at the right tempo, the right pace.
They started the second half at Enfield very aggressively. I got a goal from it there. We saw an aggressive start to the game from Torquay. Surely it's got to be the same for the second half, in the sense of aggressiveness in the early stages.
Well, everyone's got to be pulling in that direction, and at the minute they're not. We're just seeing some decision makings. They're not moving the ball quick enough. It's been very predictable. Hornchurch haven't had to defend particularly well to keep the clean sheet at the minute. So anything would be better than what we're seeing at the minute. But it's all about the tempo. You up the tempo, and then it doesn't matter how organised your opposition are. They'll get pulled all over the places, and that's where your players like Low, Everton and Young, that's where they get their little spark from, their opportunities. We know that they've got quality from set pieces, but to score an open play, you've got to move your opponents around, and Hornchurch are just far too content to be able to sit and just say to Torquay, come on then, break us down, because Torquay aren't doing it at the minute.
Well, that's what happens when you go 1-0 down away from home again.
Well, that is, and you're going to concede chances against Hornchurch. They're a good side of the top of the league for a reason. It was a quality finish. You've just got to dust yourself off and get back at it. But it's put them in a position where it's played into Hornchurch's hands.
Well, it is the league leaders who have the lead at the break by 1-0. A goal from Angelo Balanta, curling the ball with a fantastic left-footed shot. You can tell the experience that he has from scoring goals like that to go and give Hornchurch the lead at the break. Here at the Hornchurch Stadium, we're going to have our half-time oranges kindly provided to us by Martin Gritton at the break here in this top-of-the-table clash. It's Hornchurch 1, Torquay United 0.
Through snow at breathtaking speed. Snowboards spinning in ways never seen before. Skeleton sleds pushing the limits. Making history, breaking records, and taking home gold. Trails will blaze. The Winter Olympics starts next Friday, live across the BBC.
BBC Radio Devon.
Sport.
With James Vickery.
Half time in our 3 o'clock games then. Let's go around the ground, starting the football. Plymouth Argyle away against Stockport. Half time report from Drew Savage.
Where Plymouth Argyle, 14th in the table this morning, have been taking on 4th place Stockport, but you would not be able to tell the difference between the two sides in the table from the way this game's panned out. Stockport have looked dangerous on occasion, getting the ball over the top down the wings and putting some dangerous crosses in, but Argyle have dealt with that by and large, and they created by far the best of the chances. Brendan Wirudu went close with a long shot. Caleb Watts was booked for a dive, which was had it gone the other way, would have been a penalty. Matthias Ross hit the crossbar from a corner, and Ronan Curtis, just before Argyle scored, had an excellent long shot parried, which Watts nearly got to. The goal came just before half-time. A shot from the right-hand side zinged into the penalty area. We thought it was Curtis. It's been officially given to Caleb Watts. We haven't seen a TV replay to clear that up, but the main point is that Argyle have created by far the bigger chances, more chances in this first half. The away fans by far the happier. The home team were booed off at half-time. So far, so good. Stockport 0, Plymouth Argyle 1.
Thank you very much, Drew. Right, let's stay in League One. Go to St James Park next. Exeter City at home against Reading. John Ayres. John Ayres.
Yeah, half-time Exeter City 0, Rotherham 1. The Grecians will be very disappointed with this first half. They started well enough, but then Rotherham started to just get a little bit more control of it, and they were nullifying Exeter City's opportunities. The Grecians have had a few good chances. Dor Hayes, Wareham, Mendes, Gomez, all sort of going close, but the key moment that really hurt Exeter City came on 28 minutes. They gave away a free kick near the corner of the penalty area. It was swung in by Powell into the box, all of the Rotherham players charging in as they do, and Baptiste was the person who got the touch, and it went right across the goal into the far corner, and Whitworth just couldn't reach it to give Rotherham the lead. Now, since then, Exeter have stepped it up a bit, but they just haven't really had enough about them to break them down. It has been half chances. You suspect there might be changes in the second half to try and turn this one round. Just give you a sense of the way it's gone. Rotherham had 4 corners before Exeter had replied to that. Now, because Exeter have stepped it up, they've had a couple more recently, but they're just struggling to make that final opportunity. Half-time, Exeter 0, Rotherham 1.
John Ayres at St James Park. Right, let's go to the top of National League South next. A really big game. Torquay away against league leaders Hornchurch. Half-time report from Harry Salvage.
And it's Hornchurch 1, Torquay United 0. In a similar vein to last week, Torquay United starting off well, but Hornchurch scoring at the wrong time for the girls. A fantastic bit of work from Angelo Balanta, opening up some space in the penalty area to curl a left-footed shot beyond the reach of James Harron, who could do nothing about it. And it just shows the experience that they have in parts of this Hornchurch squad. Torquay United have had their chances, but maybe they're rushing their opportunities a bit too much. Kieran Wilson, who we know loves to run with the ball, maybe at times the pass is a better option. He's had opportunities to go straight into Arthur Nasta, and there has been 2 opportunities as well for Jordan Dyer from deep crosses in from Jordan Young, which has only been able to steer across the face of goal. Torquay United, they've got to start aggressively like they did at Enfield last week if they're going to go and get anything out of this one. At the top of the table clash at the moment is the league leaders Hornchurch, who have the 1-0 lead at the break.
Thank you very much, Harry. To the rest of our non-league football now. Let's go to East Devon, Exmouth against Tavistock. Peter Smith.
Half-time at Southern Road, Exmouth Town 1, Tavistock 0. Exmouth ahead in the very first minute. Matt Wright held off 2 defenders and played the ball wide to Ben Steer, who ran in and his shot hit the bar before going in. But that's been the highlight of the game so far, with defences on top. Tavistock, though, by no means out of it. Keir Birch had his long-range effort tipped over by Deering. Castlehouse had an effort cleared as Exmouth defence came under pressure. But it was Exmouth who finished the half stronger. Steer always threatening. Tom Bath went wide, but right on the whistle, Tavistock nearly grabbed a deserved equaliser. Jack Crago's rasping shot blocked on the line by Mike Landercombe, with the keeper beaten. Exmouth Town 1, Tavistock 0.
Thank you very much, Peter. We'll be at the rugby very soon for you here on BBC Radio Devon. But first, let's just take a look at the scores across the country. In the Premier League at half-time, Brighton 0, Everton 0, Leeds United 0, Arsenal 2, and Bournemouth are 1-0 up away against Wolves. Chelsea, West Ham United is at 5:30, and Liverpool take on Newcastle at 8. Championship half-times for you. Blackburn Rovers 0, Hull City 0, Ipswich 0, Preston 0, Middlesbrough 1-0 up at home against Norwich, Millwall 1, Sheffield United 1, Oxford United 0, Birmingham City 1, Portsmouth 2, West Bromwich Albion 0, and it's goalless. QPR against Coventry and Watford versus Swansea. In League 1 at half-time, Barnsley 2, Stevenage 1, Burton, they lead the league leaders Cardiff City by a goal to 0 at the Pirelli Stadium. Exeter City 1-0 down at home against Rotherham. Leyton Orient 0, Port Vale 1. Luton against Blackpool is goalless, as is Mansfield against Wickham. Huddersfield 1-0 up against Peterborough at London Road. Stockport 0, Plymouth Argyle 1, and Wigan 0, Lincoln City 1. In League 2, the half-times for you. Accrington 0, Cheltenham Town 0. Accrington 2, Cheltenham 0. Chesterfield 2, Walsall 1. Crawley 1, Harrogate Town 0. Crewe 0, Colchester 0. Fleetwood 0, Notts County 1. Gillingham 1, Bromley 3. Oldham 0, Cambridge 0. Shrewsbury 0, Barnet 0. Swindon 1, Barrow 1. And Tranmere Rovers 0, Salford City 1. And your National League South half-times. Chippenham 0, Chesham 4. Dorking 2, Salisbury 0, Eastbourne Borough 1, Enfield 0, Ebbsfleet against Maidenhead is goalless, Hemel Hempstead 0, Dover 1, Hornchurch 1, Torquay 0, Slough Town 3, Chelmsford 0, Tonbridge 0, Maidstone 1, and Worthing against Weston-super-Mare. The latest we have for you is that it's goalless. Right to the rugby, half-time report on the Prem Cup match, Exeter Chiefs against Sale, Nigel Walrand.
Yeah, half-time here, Exeter 26, Sale 14. Been a very open and entertaining first half. 6 tries in total, 4 of them going to the Chiefs. They made a great start with a try by Will Rigg, who got involved in the catch and drive, Josh Hodge converting, and then they rather fell asleep, and some slack tackling allowed Sale to get 2 tries in 6 minutes. The first from Gershwin Ware on his debut in the left-hand corner, the second from Joe Bedlow, both converted by Tom Pearce, putting Sale 14-7 up. Then the front row union came to the fore for the Chiefs. Julian Heaven and Will Goodrick Clark both crossing for tries. The second one, Campbell Riddle, was tackled off the ball, which led to a yellow card for Joe Bedlow, the Sale try scorer. And while he was off, a very popular score by Exeter skipper for the day, Lewis Pearson, sealing the bonus point after he caught a Sale line out and dived over. Hodge missed the conversion, but it gives us the half-time score here. Exeter Chiefs 26, Sale Sharks 14.
We do live in the best county in the world, don't we? Devon is resplendent.
We celebrate your local heroes.
The people that are around the area and what they do for each other is just phenomenal.
We're here when you need us.
In all the years I've lived here, this is the most amount of rain I've ever seen and the most amount of water.
Today, we can all come together and just sort of like look out for each other.
And we make you smile.
You're trying to get to work.
Trying, yeah.
Have you brought a kayak with you? How are you going to get there?
Roll up the trousers, go paddling, I guess.
Just ask your smart speaker to play BBC Radio Devon. James Vickery.
BBC Radio Devon.
Before I hand you back to your second half commentaries, just looking at some of the sports headlines for you. And in the Premier League, the leaders Arsenal are away to Leeds United. Short time ago, the Gunners were leading 2-0 elsewhere. Goalless between Brighton and Everton, and Bournemouth are 1-0 up at Wolves. At 5:30, Chelsea play West Ham, and at 8 o'clock, Liverpool faced Newcastle United at Anfield. In tennis, Elena Rybakina won the women's singles title at the Australian Open in Melbourne. She beat Aryna Sabalenka 6-4, 4-6, 6-4. Meanwhile, Britain's Neil Skupski won the men's doubles titles. The 36-year-old and his American partner Christian Harrison beat the Australian wildcards Jason Kubler and Mark Polmans in straight sets. And in snooker, Shaun Murphy is playing Neil Robertson in the semi-finals of the German Masters. A short time ago, Murphy was leading by 4 frames to 1 in the best of 11 match. Right, let's take you back to your second half commentaries. If you're listening on 103.4 FM across Devon and also on the BBC Sport website, we can go back to Sandy Park for the Exeter Chiefs against Sale in the Prem Cup in the company of John Lockyer and Nigel Walrand. Also this afternoon on BBC Sounds and the BBC Sport website, it's Torquay at Hornchurch with Martin Gritton and Harry Salvage.
Thank you, James, and welcome back to the second half here in North London. The first of 2 away trips in North London for the girls. Enfield, well, second of 2, should I say. Enfield last week, 2-1 victory there. Well, they were 1-0 down at half-time. Currently 1-0 down at half-time again, Grits.
Yeah.
It didn't opt for half-time changes last week. Do you feel that it's going to be the same as the Torquay players do exit the tunnel, the changing rooms towards our right-hand side of the running track, and it doesn't look like he's made any change at the break, as Paul Watton, Grits?
No, we didn't see anyone coming out and doing any warm-ups or anything that would suggest that, but yeah, something's got to change from that first half, that's for sure.
Cody's on.
Good spot.
No, he's not gone back. I want to say it's...
But I was thinking Morgan would be the one to make way, because I just think he was ineffectual in the first half, and it looks that way. I don't see Morgan there, do you?
No, I don't see Dylan Morgan either, which, bearing in mind he scored 3 in his last 3, I'm slightly surprised at as well, because it was his goal which equalised at the beginning of the second half last week.
But it's what we said though, Harry, because I would move, you put Cody down, his experience of playing in these sort of matches with those sort of defenders gives Wilson the opportunity to drift in, so he'll go out to the left, I would imagine, which is the natural fit, and Morgan's just unfortunate. I mean, he didn't have a great first half, but you know, it's not about him, it's about the game and the shape, and they need to get more out of Wilson. It's essential, and I'm glad Paul Watton's done that, because it gives you a fresh dynamic. Also a bit of faith in Cody, because Cody will go right, he's going to be at it down the middle, he knows how to occupy those centre halves. Again, it's not really solving the centre midfield problem for me, because you know, this is the first time I've seen Sanderi tidy on the ball, and it's been good, but I don't see anyone grabbing it by the scruff of the neck in there, and that's perhaps something that Worthington might be able to do. I don't know. Let's see how this lineup starts, because this Torquay team just wasn't playing. It wasn't playing well first half. It wasn't connecting passes and making good decisions. So there's plenty of scope for improvement. Just looking at Cody Cook, he's a man with a determined face on him. He'll be looking to make an immediate impact. Not really had people for Jordan Young to play off either, so might give him another body to work with.
When we see the driving runs as well that Kieran Wilson does make, if he can make the runs down the wings, that can
absolutely
can put the pressure on.
Well, Morgan, I mean, we're having a bit of joy. Folsom is, you know, he was a little bit exposed in that first half, because that's what, you know, he's up against probably the best player on the side in Weston. I think he's been, you know, he's just consistently good on the ball. He's consistently used it well. They do have a couple of players, but they've not been under any duress. They've not been asked any questions, and I think Torquay need to have a bit of an impact and play with a bit of a tempo. And they're loading it this side, so they're clearly going to go for it.
We Torquay get the second half underway here at the Hornchurch Stadium. The host lead by the goal to nil via Angelo Balanta. He's actually scored in 2 of the last 3 games of this fixture. And Cody Cook already with the ball, trying to drive forward. One back by Rates, who sends it back to his goalkeeper Afanasta, who clears the way. So the lineup for the goals is Hammond in goal, Worthington, Dyer, Dreyer and Falston in a back line. Munasunderi with Dan Hayfield the holding midfield, as it's Young on the right hand side, Wilson out on the left, Sonny Blue Everton sitting behind Cody Cook. It's the lineup for Hornchurch. They've got Nasta in goal, a back line of Hare, Edwards, Gibbs and Ling. Reese and Rate the holding midfielders. Pegram's out on the right hand side, West on the left, Sander and Balanta, the 2 strikers up top as Pegram wins the ball back. Here is Rate, finds Josh Hare, plays it back and sent forward by Hare. Ball down by Dreyer. Ball back in possession though with Hornchurch as Weston tries to send it over the top, but that goes straight towards James Hammond. The lineup today for on the bench for the goals: Seedhouse, Evans, Zaki Mpong, Palmer, Hatch, Thomas and Matt J are all now available. Whilst for Hornchurch they've got Reese Byrne, the substitute goalkeeper, Dave Winfield, Henry Hearn, Darren McQueen, Giles Phillips, Nathan Bertrand Cooper and Junior Moraes. After those started this season at Yeovil before reuniting with Daryl McMahon, and plenty of these players in this Hornchurch squad were part of his Dagenham and Redbridge squad a few years ago in the National League. Is Worthington playing it back to Jordan Dyer. Forward it goes from James Hammond in the United goal. Cook wins that first header. Looks to be brought down by Matt Worthington, under pressure now from Pegram, finds Young, tries to chop in on Sam Ling and driving away with the ball is Young. He's got Wilson trying to make that run through towards the middle, gets that first touch, brought down by Cook on the edge of the area, tries to play it back in towards Wilson. No one's there and Gibbs can clear the ball away from Hornchurch, but we're already seeing the power that Cody Cook can have.
Yeah, better energy already in the pace that Torquay are trying to play at. They've quickened everything up a little bit. Really nice balance to that. I quite like having those 2 big guys up top.
Worthington to go and take the throw. Sends it down the right hand side looking for Cody Cook, who's a little stumble, little push in the back, and referee says that's a foul from Gibbs, and Torquay have an opportunity to whip the ball into the penalty area.
Yeah, again, benefit of having Cody Cook there. He's drawing the big centre half out. He's soft foul from him, totally unnecessary. Again, Hornchurch looking a little bit rattled for the first time.
That's what Torquay have got to go and do, rattle the cage of Hornchurch. It's going to be Young with a free kick for Torquay out on this right hand side. Referee just making sure that Pegram is far enough back.
Explaining to him what that line's for. An odd thing to protest.
Every little helps, isn't it, at times? Here comes a free kick from Young. Referee he wants now to call a cross down Hayfield and Josh Rees in the middle. At times you wonder the referee should just walk over to the players, not players brought over just to how long it's taken for this free kick to eventually be taken. Opportunity now from Jordan Young to send this one in for Torquay United. It's nearly got all the way through. Nasta grabs a hold of it. He's under pressure there from Jordan Dyer. Well held by the Hornchurch goalkeeper in the end. And he'll look to launch it away for the hosts. That's a beautiful kick, where its first bounce is just on the edge of James Hammond's penalty area, who he rushes off his line. And that's Lee shields the ball off a Hornchurch man. It goes all the way out for a goal kick, but that's one hell of a kick from Nesta.
It's caught it lovely, didn't he? It's really still. There's no wind at all today, is there?
Forward it goes from James Hammond. Cook brings it down on the halfway line, tries to play it towards Hayfield, who's ran away from him, and it's now with Rees. Chops it back into the middle. Oh, it's given away. Young, he's got away here for Torquay. Jordan Young, can he find an equaliser? He can! Jordan Young picks up the ball and brilliantly one-on-one with the keeper, finds the back of the net, and Torquay have an equaliser. It's Hornchurch 1, Torquay 1.
Brilliant from Jordan Young. He's just the man you want in that situation, isn't he? Running through, the ball ran kindly for him, a little bit of a deflection from the defender, ricocheted into Jordan Young's path, and there was only one outcome there, one-on-one with the keeper running in, the whole goal to aim. Just opened his body and slotted it in the bottom left-hand corner, just bent it round the keeper on his left foot. Great finish from him, and just, dare I say it, a higher tempo start, delivering results already for Torquay. Really positive.
51st minute for Jordan Young to go and get the goal to put this one level. It's 14th of the season in all competitions. We're back to one apiece here at Hornchurch Stadium as the ball goes long straight in towards James Hammond, and hopefully United can kick on just like they did at Enfield last week, getting that goal within the first opening stages of the second half. And Hammond sends it long down this right hand side. Cook looking to win that first header, brought down by Hayfield. That was Sonny Blue Leverton, who turns away from Tom Ray and plays it back towards Munoz Sanderi, who's dropped his wristband. Now a man with free wrists from their wristbands. I wonder why players wear wristbands at times. Forward it goes, out towards the right hand side, looking for Worthington. Over the top there of Pegram, goes out for a throw for Hornchurch.
Well, it's starting to click now. We've seen a little bit of confidence and Blue Everton, and just again then nice little clever turn from him, changing the play, and just players looking a little bit more confident, and the ball being really positive. Whatever Paul Watton said at half time certainly worked.
From sent down the right hand side, flicked on by Pegram, brought down by Munoz Sanderi. Forward it goes from Matt Worthington, and it's going to be Gibbs. Going to get the throw in Hornchurch's favour, blocking off Cody Cook. Throw on that's going to be from Ling. Header initially up by Hayfield. Balanta, little shove about there from Dyer, who wins that header. Now with Wilson trying to battle away, putting the pressure onto the Hornchurch players, who seem to be pedalling on their back foot at the minute. Picked up by Cook. He's got Worthington the overlapping run on the right hand side. Young was calling for it, but he's opted for Worthington in the end. Plays it back in the middle for Jordan Young, trying to get away from both rates. Tries to feed it through to Sonny Blulow Everton. It's a great idea, it's a great pass, but Blulow Everton a little bit behind it, and straight into the hands of Alpha Nasta in the Hornchurch goal, where the countdown's begun, and Nasta will launch it away again for the hosts. Header up by Balanta, who is offside. It will be a free kick for Torquay. 1-1.
Great header from Jordan Dyer there, even though he's offside. But we're seeing Torquay now being able to use, again, that Cody Cook size, and it just him holding up the ball there, it just brings everyone into play. Jordan Young, Sanderi with a great tackle as well. Just everyone's at it, they're on the front foot. What more positive?
Forward it goes from James Hammond from the free kick to Cook on the edge of the area. He brings it down, it's cleared away. Ball hooked forward. Balanta, he brings it down. One back by Munas Sanderi, who plays out towards the left hand side for Wilson. First header up initially. Ball hooked back in the air there, unconvincingly there from Hare. Brought down by Balanta. Now Sandat looks to feed it through towards Pegram. It's blocked by the heels of Worthington. Back in towards the feet of Sandat, who great challenge there from Munas Sanderi, who turns away from one man and another. Now finds Jordan Young, hooks it up, looking for Low Everton, who couldn't keep the ball in play. He goes out for a throw for Hornchurch.
Well, we were saying the middle of the park was a problem first half, but we're now seeing Sanderi, just a bit more presence from him, which is good. And the positivity up front from Torquay's just created that space in the midfield, and we're just seeing Torquay get the better of it.
Here's Young, trying to get away. Sonny Bill Everton goes off the Hornchurch man, Tommy Raitt last, and it will be a throw on for the Gulls. Worthington to go and take this throw.
Oh, foul throw. That's a terrible throw.
Foul throw, well, to be fair.
That's so odd. You don't see many of them, but my goodness, Worthington.
Here's Link to go and take the throw. Torquay's goal, the only goal of the second half so far in the National League South. Ball launched forward by Munas Sanderi, and Cody Cook battling with Gibbs. Gibbs gets in front of him. As the former Averley captain, he sends it away. Headed down by Dyer, picked up there by Charlie Pegram, who can now drill forward, tries to play through, blocked there by Dyer, who's able to clear it away. Only his father was Tommy Raitt, who now plays it in towards the feet of Sandat. He's got Ling on the overlap if he wants him. Sends it back in towards the middle. Here's Reese. Now with Hare, sends the ball deep into the penalty area. Cleared away initially by Worthington. Brought down though by Sandat, who looks to get away from the United number 18. Tries to get the cross in. Did that go off Sandat last? It did. And out for a goal kick for Torquay. 1-1.
Well done Worthington there. It's really up the pace of it, isn't it? I'm sat next to Torquay fans here, and they're a little bit more animated and into this now.
Yeah, the game's Bracknell 0, Parkway 2, still in the Southern League Premier South in League 1. Leading Exeter City by a goal to nil. Argyle at the moment 1-0 up against Stockport. It's been given now as a Callum Watts goal than a Ronan Curtis goal. James Hammond's goal kick for United sends it forward, looking there for Cody Cook. Header initially won by the Hornchurch man first. Blanter tries to turn it in the middle, but it's picked up by Munas Sanderi. Can play it back to his own goalkeeper, James Hammond. Forward it goes from the United keeper. Cook flicks it forward. Cleared away by Edwards. Brought down by Munas Sanderi. Now out towards Wilson under the pressure from the Hornchurch man. And Wilson, the first time we've really seen him get him on the ball in the second half. Here's Dyer. He loops it up looking for Cody Cook on the edge. Wins that first header. Brought down Cook with the intervention as Hornchurch tried to clear it away. It's now with Jordan Young on this right hand side. Cuts in on towards his left foot from Pegram. Young is he going to shoot? He is, but it's blocked. Oh, it's been dummied there by Worthington, thinking there was someone behind him. Maybe at the moment Worthington should have held up the ball to try and get an opportunity away, as Darryl McMahon looks like he's going to make a substitution here. One of his players back, but his side are now on the attack. Out on this right hand side with Weston, tries to chop in, and Fulston takes a touch of the Torquay man last, and out for a throw on the far side for the Urchins.
Great recovery runs there from the Torquay players. They were far and away up the pitch as Hornchurch were attacking, so good recovery.
Throw taken to Weston. Play back to Hay, gets across in towards the middle. It's turned away initially by Dreyer, picked up there by Raitt. Here is Ling. Ball scooped back up by Rates, cleared away by Jordan Dyer. Tommy Rate brings it down again, sends it forward. Header up there by Worthington, falling in towards Jordan Young, who can now move down this right-hand side. Chops back into his left foot. Oh, he's brilliantly got away from his man as Young. He's got Blue Leverton in the middle. But he opts for Worthington on the right-hand side. Can he get across in towards middle? It's a low one. It falls on Blue Leverton with that final touch, and it's collected by Afanasta. And Cody Cook was just looking at Sonny Blue Leverton there, going, mate, you should have left it for me. But what a great move there from Torquay United. What a beautiful skill from Jordan Young.
Yeah, Jordan Young there just showing us why he's one of the best players in this league. Just incredible footwork down on this touchline in front of us, just ghosted inside Ling and just causing all kinds of problems, supplying the ball Worthington, good ball across, and you say Sonny could have left that one for Cody, but again, really positive stuff from Torquay, and they're occupying Hornchurch's territory here.
That's a try in the Rugby Chiefs, 33, Sale Shocks 14. Dyer will really kicking it back out of Sandat there after Sandat nearly dispossessing him. Here's Jordan Young though with the ball back to Munash Sundari, and we're going to see a change here. The first one of the afternoon for the host. I think it's Hearn who's going to be coming on. Here's Dreyer out towards his left-hand side with Kieran Wilson taking on Miles Weston. Chops on towards his right foot. Still going here as Wilson, edge of the area. Is he going to go and take a shot here? No, he's not. He's played it towards Dan Hayfield. He knocks it back to Worthington, out towards Jordan Young. On the side of the penalty area, gets across with his right foot, takes a deflection. It's cleared away initially by Gibbs. Worthington wins the first header, but it's not the best idea because now Hornchurch can look and go and break away with Sandat. Sanderi comes across. Great work there from Zeri to block off Sandat, and he goes out for a throw, and that's superb midfield defending from Sanderi.
Yeah, again, I don't know. Sander's just looking as if he's like, what's going on? He's getting hammered left, right and centre, and he's not had one foul. But again, Sanderi, really clever play from him. He's impressed me today. He's a canny player. He's very he's good on the ball. His decision making's been good. And I take it back. He's certainly grabbed it by the scruff of the neck in midfield. Can see why he's so well liked.
In midfield, number 14, Charlie Pegram.
Charlie Pegram's come off.
It's a shame. I thought Pegram was. He's a clever little player. He'll be frustrated at that.
Might be a tactical change here because Henry Hearn is now the man who scored at Playmore from the penalty spot earlier on this season. He comes on. Ballantyne's now dropped into the 10 role. Hornchurch defending in a 4-4-1-1. Forward it goes from Sundari. First header up from Hare, and it's another throw now for Torquay. Matt Worthington will go and take.
Again, Cody Cook just going up there. His experience, there's no free headers for the defenders. Gibbs is having to get matched at it every time.
We're going to see a throw here from Munash Sundari. Has he got a long throw in him as well now? Let's see what he can do with this one. Sundari launches it towards the near post, the 6-yard area. Ball cleared away initially by Hornchurch and then further away by Balanta, brought down by Worthington. Slough Town 4, Chelmsford 0. Great turn away from Blue Leverton. Finds Sundari on his right hand side, gets across in towards the middle. It's away from Cook and into the hands of Afanasta, who'll just boot the ball forward, looking to try and get a counter attack by Hayfield. Wins the initial ball, picked up by Hearn, who then sends it out towards Miles Weston, who I don't think even need the linesman's flag there to say that was offside.
He's a mile offside. I don't know what he's complaining about, but again, just shows you though, keep committing an awful lot of bodies forward. Just got to have one eye on it at the back, but again, right in this game now. It's here for the taking.
Blue Leverton sends the ball in, turned away by Gibbs, picked up by Munash Sundari, gets away from Balanta, but one back though by Reese, and now Weston looks to try and release Hearn, brought down there by Sam Dreyer. Now with Reese back in towards the feet of Hearn, plays the 1-2 with the number 7 looking for Balanta. It's one back by Jordan Dyer, who just clears the ball away for Torquay United, and now Hornchurch will try and send it back towards them, brought down by Sandat under the pressure from Worthington. Now with Ling back in the middle to Rate. Gibbs brought down by Sandat, turns in towards the middle. Now with Frankie Edwards out towards the right hand side for Josh Hare. Over the top it goes from Hare. Weston keeps the ball in play, tries to chop it on Jay Falston, which he does. Weston being held back by Falston, referee saying there was no foul on that one, and Wilson under the pressure from Hare plays it back to Falston, who clears it away, and those Hornchurch fans on that far side not very pleased with the referee's decision making there. Now Sonny Blue-Everton in the middle, plays out towards Kieran Wilson, who then gets fouled, and it will be a free kick for Torquay on that far side, and the goal's 1-1 at the moment. Jordan Young just talking to Paul Watson there. He's taking in a drink.
You got a feeling Wilson's going to get a chance in this game now. Just feel like he's got a part to play. He's looking hungry out there on the left wing now.
Forward it goes from James Hammond, flicked on by Cook. Sonny Blue Everton brings it down brilliantly, trying to get away. Does slip in the process, but he's still got the ball like a magnet. There's the ball to his feet as he tries to get the cross, and it's blocked initially, turns it back, looking there for Hayfield with a shot, blocked there by Frankie Edwards, and Balanta is able to hook it away for Hornchurch, brought down by Dyer, out towards Jordan Young. What a fantastic header that is. Young scoops the ball in, looking for Hayfield, it's turned away there by Gibbs. Sunderi can get the ball for Reece, he can do, brought down his Sonny Blue Everton, he beats one challenge, is that a foul? It is! It's a free kick on the edge of the penalty area for Torquay, and fantastic movement from the goals, where Hornchurch just don't know what's hit them at the minute.
No, Blue Everton, just brilliant. You're absolutely right when he managed to keep that ball when he slipped over, but he's just clever footwork. All the negatives about the first half of just not being able to get in, everything's clicked into place for Torquay. They're looking so good at the minute, and if anything, I think McMahon's change of shape of Hornchurch is kind of it's had a negative impact on them, because it's isolated the striker that they brought on, and I just don't see how he's kind of almost gone more defensive, and it's just invited trouble.
Well, there's always trouble on a free kick when Jordan Young's standing over it. Hayfield stands over it as well, but why is it too close to the penalty area this one? But Jordan Young and Hayfield stand over this free kick for Torquay United. It's going to be Jordan Young. Straight into the wall, falls back to Hayfield who shoots, that's blocked, falls to Sunderi, he takes a shot, that's also blocked, and now with Hayfield, back out towards Sunderi. Well defended there by Hornchurch, and Worthington can play it back towards James Hammond. And so there, at times you do worry that free kick's going to be too close.
You were absolutely right, Harry, it was too close, even for Jordan Young's left peg.
Flicked on by Cody Cook, now with Kieran Wilson who was on the overlapping run, taking on Hare on that far side. Wilson chops back in, on towards his right foot, trying to get it through, but it's blocked by Weston initially, but he's come away with the ball again as Wilson. Here is Bluelow Everton, back out towards Wilson, on towards his right foot, he tries to get the cross in, it bounces and it's cleared away by Frankie Edwards. Sonny Blue Everton hooks it back up out towards Jay Fulston on the left hand side. Fulston now sends across the middle, looking for Cody Cook. Can he get this headed up by Gibbs? It falls to Jordan Young, who can try and side foot the ball in the back of the net, but the flag's gone up for offside against Cody Cook.
Yeah, Cody Cook just drifted there. He was a bit too ball watching maybe, and because he can see the whole line of the defenders there, he should be working harder to keep on side there. But again, dangerous ball in.
Tunbridge Angels 1, Maidstone United 1. There's another latest score. The current scores in the National League South: Chippenham 0, Chesham 4, Dorking 2, Salisbury 0, Eastbourne 1, Enfield 0, Ebbsfleet 0, Maidenhead 0, Hemel 0, Dover 1. Here it's Hornchurch 1, Torquay 1, Slough 4, 10-man Chelmsford 0, Tunbridge 1, Maidstone 1, and the kick-off, which was delayed a little bit down at, I think it's Crossing Road, Worthing 0, Western Supermare 0. We're going to see a change here. Junior Morais is going to come on for Hornchurch. He's going to be replacing Miles Weston for the Urchins, who have been provided a fact from our good friend Mr. Paul Mulhern about Urchins. But the last time hedgehogs were called urchins was in the 15th century.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. So I think Alan's undone you a little bit. Stockport have just equalised against Carl Watton with the goal there. As on comes Junior Morais for Miles Weston.
Wow, I mean, Weston's excellent. His limited use of the ball second half, not much getting out to him. Yeah, Hornchurch have very much changed their approach. I think they're in battle mode now, aren't they? They know they're up against it.
Here is Jordan Young, he drives forward. Cody Cook, can he get the ball in play? No, he can't do it, fell behind him, and Gibbs can just put his boot behind it to clear away, looking for Hearn, and Andrea comes across, battling away with the throw on out on this near side. Samling to go and take this throw for Hornchurch in front of Paul Watton's dugout. Forward it goes from Link, cleared away by Hayfield. Flicked on by Sonny Blue. Everton looking for Cook, who can hold it up and try and steer the ball up towards Wilson. Cleared away though by Hare, brought down by Munas Sunderi. Wins that first header, trying to get that second header as well. He brings it down though towards Dyer, who plays out towards Falston, chops in on his man, and now Torquay United can come away with the ball. Sonny Blue, Everton moving over the halfway line for Torquay United. He's got Young out on this near side, which he utilises onto the edge of the penalty area. Young moves into towards the penalty area, tries to get to his left foot, which he does! Oh, it does! Jordan Young again, back from suspension and scores a second. It's Hornchurch 1, Torquay United 2 in this big game at the top of the National League South.
Well, fantastic, isn't it? I mean, we're seeing absolute class from Jordan Young in the second half. I mean, he's been outstanding, but what a breakaway there. Sonny Blulo Everton playing a really important pass there, because he played it in early enough for Jordan Young, and then Jordan Young just getting isolated against Ling, and he's got no chance. The one thing, we're right behind that there, so Jordan Young only had one chance to really pull that trigger, but it's gone in the same way that Balanta's goal went in, right in that side net and cradled in the top corner. But Young's quality is just outstanding. I mean, any manager or any fans watching him for the away team must be thinking, this guy's something else, because you do everything you can to get a player like him in your team. And again, Jordan Young just showing his head and shoulders above everyone else with that quality. But they have to push on now. They're so much the better side. It's not good to sit back and be content with 2-1. Torquay have got to keep pushing.
Free kick's been given here. I didn't quite see what happened there. Torquay players are not very happy.
Well, the referee should be able to see that there. I mean,
did you see what that was?
No, I didn't. He's basically saying that it was an elbow. But what's the ref doing? Is he booking hand?
Well, a yellow card has come out.
They talked him into it, because the referee certainly didn't think it was anything more.
Well, normally if it's a red card, it's given almost immediately. It's Henry Hearn, who the substitute, is going to receive the card.
Oh, and do you know what? Fair play to Sam Dreyer there from sticking a rocket up the ref and just saying to him, look, that was a serious challenge, because the ref wasn't doing anything to it. I mean, I didn't see the challenge go in, and they're basically saying that Hearn's come across him with an elbow, but it doesn't look like, I don't know if Dyer's holding his head. So whatever it was, though, well done for Dreyer for being a skipper and going over and getting that sorted.
That's the first yellow of the afternoon dealt with. I do like a referee who decides to go and let the game flow a bit. I don't like happy referees unless it's necessarily needed. But
no, I'm glad the referee, he's having a little word with Dreyer, but he's got to let the ref. But it's good leadership from him, protecting his teammate.
The centre half partner, as I pointed out to Paul Watton, I make that 24 straight starts they've had together as a back line.
Well, they've certainly got good understanding. Both really strong, good in the air, good centre halves.
James Hammond with this free kick for Torquay United. He'll send the ball down the right hand side. Cody Cook turns the ball in towards the middle, cleared away by Edwards. Worthington battling with Junior Moraes, goes down as Worthington. Free kick given in Torquay United's favour. Any complaints from the number 27 of Hornchurch?
Again, just don't let Hornchurch off the hook here.
No.
Torquay, push on, get that third goal. They've definitely got it in their locker. They're playing with such confidence at the minute, and to add to it, Hornchurch just look really on the back foot. They've changed their shape. I don't know how they're going to get out.
Rotherham have doubled their lead at SJP. Slough lead Chelmsford by 5 goals to 0. Free kick from Jordan Young. Plays in deep, looking for Dyer's first header. It's brought down in Sandak and turn away for Hornchurch. Blocked there by Hayfield, who retains possession for Torquay. Moving away down the left-hand side as Hayfield. Still going with the ball, drives it, tries to hook the ball into looking for Cody Cook with a header. But straight into the hands of Nasta from Cook, who the referee's going to have to pause play here, because I don't think Cook made the challenge onto the Hornchurch man, but he's been poleaxed down onto the floor.
Well, poor old Ling, he's had a rough time of it this half. He's been torn to shreds from left back by Young and by Blulo Everton, and now Cody Cook. Yeah, Hornchurch just looking around for something to get. some sort of impetus, some sort of catalyst, but there's not much out there for them at the minute. And the Torquay what a huge result this would be if Torquay can hold on and extend their lead. They're fully deserving of it, and that would be even more bitter thing to take back down on the road if they don't come away with all 3 points here.
Reminder for you, Monday night is Transfer Deadline Day on Monday in the Football League and the Premier League. A special show for you on Monday night here on BBC Radio Devon, as John Akers will be joined by Joe Sims and Mary Inge to keep you across all the last-minute Transfer Deadline Day news on Plymouth Argyle and Exeter City, along with neighbouring teams across the southwest. That's from 6 p.m. on Monday. You can watch it live. Just search Transfer Deadline Day on BBC iPlayer or listen live on your smart speaker. Just say play BBC Radio Devon. And then on Tuesday night, I'll be back with Tom Diamond at the rearranged game at Crabble as Torquay United take on Dover Athletic. 2 massive journeys in a space of a few days. Of course, one to Hornchurch, and then of course Tuesday night Dover Athletic away. Will be on all frequencies as well as the BBC Sounds app and the BBC Sports website. I do hope you can join us on Tuesday night if you're not making the long journey all the way from Devon to Dover on a Tuesday night. It was a rearranged fixture from the first weekend of January, called off due to a frozen segment of the ground. Quite late as well. I had a pleasant day at the service station at Folkestone.
Oh, that's good to know, Harry.
Yeah, it's worth driving 2.5 hours from where I live to go to the service station. We can see a change here. Darren McQueen's come on. Off comes Henry Sander for Hornchurch.
He's a good big player, Sander. You can see why he causes problems and does well. And every single player that's come off Darren McMahon's given a big hug. You can see they've got a tight squad, good team spirit, that's for sure. But that's what you need when you're in top league. Ling here just looking a little bit befuddled. I think he's just giving him the smelling salts, trying to get him back on the pitch.
Hornchurch temporarily down to 10 men at the minute as Hearn's gone down, holding his head now from, I don't think it's intentional from Jordan Young, but maybe just caught him as he tried to control the ball. As Ling has now returned to the field of play and back up. It's going to be, I think it's supposed to be a free kick here, or is they going to give a drop ball?
I'm not sure.
I think he's given a drop ball. From the drop ball, Ray knocks it over the top and it's cleared away by Jordan Dyer. Gibbs battling with Cook.
Oh, well up. Go on, Cody.
That's a foul there from Cook onto Gibbs, who Cody will protest his innocence, saying that Gibbs was holding him. But Cook has just been a menace since he's come on, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's been great. It's just changed the dynamic of the and not giving the midfielders a lot more room to play. It's got Wilson up the pitch on that side as well. It's just pinned Hornchurch in a bit.
Forward it goes from right. Flicked on by Hornchurch. Dreyer tries to clear it away. It's cleared away by Worthington. Falls there to Reese on the volley, who catches it but can only turn it wide of James Hammond's goal. Now for a goal kick for Torquay.
Well, again, just gone a bit quiet, hasn't it? It's, I think Hornchurch are used to being down at home.
Exeter City 0, Rotherham 4. Paul Watton's not happy with the fourth official. I think it's from the drop ball earlier. Forward it goes from James Hammond's
well up
long ball. Here's Sonny Blulow, Everton. He's got Wilson out on that far side. Does play it back to him eventually. Wilson steps over from one man but took the ball out of play and out for a throw. Ebbsfleet United 2, Maidenhead 0. Over at the Cufflink Stadium. That one beginning in March, that away day. If that's in your diary to make that long trip. Here is Cody Cook, and he said Ebbsfleet there. Don't know why. Ball flicked over. Under the pressure from Kieran Wilson. It's cleared away by Nasta. Flicked on. Brought down by Folston. Plays the 1-2 with Hayfield and sends it down that left-hand channel again. It's brought down now with Tommy Wright. Forward it goes by Hornchurch. Going for a throw for Jay Folston. 78 minutes gone on the clock here. Hornchurch 1, Torquay United 2.
Again, Torquay first to everything here now, and Hornchurch just hitting and hoping, trying to get a bit of space up the pitch, but never too settled or comfortable at 2-1, are you? Or just that one goal difference. But Torquay just looking such the better team here. Really need to keep turning the screw. Paul Watton shouting away to our left of us and just willing the team on. So close here.
Big Folston's throw cushions it to Hayfield. Folston sends it over the top. Cleared away by Gibbs, then forward by Rate. Folston will just leave it. We're going for another throw for Torquay out on the far side. Eastbourne Borough 1, Enfield Town 1 in that big game at the bottom of the table. Worthing, they are still playing, well, they're about 15 minutes behind in their game. They're currently drawing 0-0 with Weston. As we did at Chelmsford, Grits, until Worthing's game is finished, I'm not going to talk about the table.
No, absolutely not.
Ball played free by Balanta, looking there for Reese. Sunderi plays it back in towards James Hammond, who's under the pressure from Junior Marias. It's cleared away by Hammond. Just all he had to do was send that ball forward, and that's what he did.
I just think the dangerous, but the outlets for Hornchurch have kind of gone. It's they're just hitting that ball up and just hoping that Hearn gets on the end of it, or Marias can do something, but
I think that's the risk that Hornchurch do play. Obviously, we've seen about how good the player Miles Weston is, but as a 37-year-old who plays in the wing,
no, you're right. Listen, it's understandable, but it's just the dynamic of the team. You know, I just think it's played into Torquay's hands this half. So Torquay have real opportunity here. Oof! Oh,
it's a clash between Folston and the free kick. I'm not sure it's a free kick here, but it was Hare and Folston who both went for it. Folston was the one who ended up on the ground.
It's not a foul, but it's what's happened is the Torquay player's gone in, and he's just been sideswiped by the Hornchurch player, who was quite rightly going for the ball, but his full body weight was going in. Torquay player was going sideways, wasn't he? Seems to have caught him. Hopefully he's not too concussed, but he looked like a bit of whiplash there. But that'll be a drop ball, I would imagine. Again, let's see what the ref does to tidy this one up.
If Paul Watton will agree with it. I think another interesting point from this game was you don't want to change too much at the minute with the way things are going. You don't risk too much, but you look at Mona Sunderi, who had I think it was a tier 4 hamstring injury. His first start back again. Paul wanted to speak to me about managing minutes with him with his first start, because obviously there's no reserve team to go and give him some more game minutes, but there must be that conundrum in the back of Paul Watton's mind at the minute is, do I take Sunderi off and change things a little bit when the game is such on a knife edge to protect him, or do I keep on going with the risk that you could do harm to Sunderi?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think you've got to trust the player here, and Sunderi, if he's probably had that conversation with him. He says if there's any, because it's a heavy pitch, this is a hamstring drainer, so he's got to look at it. But if Watsy's had a word with him and he's comfortable, you don't want to take any risks, that's for sure.
On ball from Hammond. It was actually a drop ball for those of you interested in what the referee's decision was going to be in the end. Ball switched out towards Kieran Wilson. Battle between him and Hare ultimately leads with the ball to go out for a throw on the far side. Ball play back to the goalkeeper Nasta from Hare. Takes one touch to control it and sends it long. Brought back in by Marias. Ball sent over the top. Looking for Hearn, stumbles down to the ground. Some Hornchurch fans protesting for a free kick, which is never going to be given. Now the opportunity to move forward with Gibbs from Hornchurch. Marias got Gibbs on the overlapping run here. Chops back in on towards his right foot. Back into the feet of Frankie Edwards.
Yeah, good, go.
Hare out towards that right hand side for Darren McQueen. Battling away with Folston, tries to scrap it forward. Hornchurch still with the ball. Here's McQueen, takes a shot from distance, but straight into the hands of James Hammond in the United goal. It remains 2-1 Torquay.
Good recovery from Folston there. Again, Watton just urging the players, go, get out to the ball, close them down, get a bit of a higher press up, don't sit back. Oof.
Well, the best cut is there from Ling. Oof. And then from Gibbs, and Ling then eventually does clear the ball further forward. Worthington tries to play it up. Did it take a touch of Junior Marias? It's kept in by Angelo Balanta. Marias under the pressure from Hayfield turns it back in towards the middle. Young nicks the ball of his man. Sets it back in towards Hayfield, who launches the ball over the top. Header there from Gibbs. Now with Sundari. Right. Sundari, little shove in the back.
Oh, lovely shoulder.
Brought down by Worthington. It's now with Reed. Hemel Hempstead 1, Dover Athletic 1. There's the latest scoreline at Vauxhall Road. Hemel finding an equaliser. Dover, of course, the Tuesday night's opponents on BBC Radio Devon. Myself and Tom Diamond will be at Crabble on this coming Tuesday. For those who aren't making that long trip over to Kent. Will be a throw on the far side for Torquay. Stockport 2, Argyle 1. It's the latest score at Edgeley Park. Exeter 0, Rotherham 4. SJP. Looks like the good news is going to be in yellow in Devon. I think Darren McMahon might be bringing on the veteran Dave Winfield. Ball sent long. Balanta on the edge of the area. Brings it down. Tries to get away from Worthington. It's great work here, but John Dyer managed to hook his foot around Angelo Balanta to clear it out for a throw.
He's been outstanding, Jordan Dyer.
Just going to have a long throw here from Sam Ling. It's going to be a long throw from Ling. He's waiting at the front of that 6-yard box, and it comes from the left back, turned away by Dyer initially. Right, turns it out towards Junior Morais, who's looking to get away from Jordan Young. Here's a Hornchurch, number 27, gets away on towards his left foot, gets across the face of goal. It's headed back across. Can Hornchurch get there? No, they can't. Dyer's got a header away, right on the edge of the area. That's blocked, and Torquay United look to break with Cody Cook. He's been pulled back. That's a free kick, no doubt about it. And will there be a yellow card to come soon as well for Darren McQueen of Hornchurch?
Yeah, it was a clever foul from him. He knew Torquay were away. I wonder where he's putting the big man on.
It'll be the centre half, Dave Winfield, coming on for Dagenham. I think it's changed again at C.
Yeah, Lingy's had a tough.
Substitution for Hornchurch in the field, number 19, Sam Ling.
Is he putting over to the left?
Please welcome number 6, Dave Winfield.
So, experienced Dave Winfield, is he I think he's putting. Oof. Is that Gibbs he's moving to the left?
Gibbs is going to the left. I mean, that seems like a bit of a crazy one.
Times doing something crazy does come with results. Let's hope it doesn't on this occasion. Cook wins that initial header on Gibbs, and Young cuts in with the ball. Turns on towards his right-hand side with Wright joining him, as well as Balanta, as well as Winfield. Young tries to chop it back in, goes off the Hornchurch man out for a throw.
Well, he's brilliant, isn't he, Jordan? Again, just turning back, he's like, okay, I see that. Sees that Bell's going to left back and thinks, Gibbs is going to left back and think, I'll attack him.
Chippenham 1, Chesham 4. Goal back for the Bluebirds. And it looks like Dorking have put themselves 3-0 up against Salisbury. Ball brought down to Cook in the 6-yard box. He tries to turn it away. Back out towards Jordan Young, though, had his back to goal. Now with Worthington, back to Young, tries to scoop it off Gibbs. Gibbs nearly takes the ball out to play, but it's now with Young, back to Hayfield. He looks to drive forward as the United number 20 plays it back to Jordan Young. Got Worthington with him as well as he takes on Balanta, tries to scoop it forward, but Nasta will come off his line, retrieve the ball for Hornchurch. As Torquay lead by 2-1. That Dorking leading 3-1, the goal difference at the moment, splitting Torquay and Dorking in their league positions. Still will not say what that league position is, because I don't want to jinx it. Is Young, back to Worthington, scoops it over the top. Sonny Blue Leverton going to go chase this one down. Will Nasta get there? Will do, because it's inside the penalty area, thankfully, for those of a Hornchurch persuasion. 4 minutes, according to my watch, are left in this tie. Here's Balanta bringing it down. Driving forward, great challenge there from Hayfield, but it's picked up by Reese, who can turn the ball out towards the right-hand side for Josh Hare. Taking on Wilson, back to Reese, scoops it back over the top to Hare, gets across in towards the middle, turned away by Sam Dreyer, brought down by Rate, picked up there by Munas Sundari. Now with Sonny Blue Everton, who scoops the ball out towards the right-hand side. It's nowhere near Jordan Young, who's not going to go and chase that one due to how far forward the ball is. There's now Gibbs under pressure there from Cook. Picked up by Wright. Winfield plays it across. It's now with Tommy Wright. Reese on the halfway line plays it back to his man Edwards. Ball over the top. Looking for Falston, who knocks it back in towards the middle. Balanta then surges it forward. Dreyer gets there in front of him, and Jordan Dye can clear it away before Junior Marias can get the ball on the edge of the area. Brought down by Edwards on the halfway line. He can find Rees. As Hornchurch having this possession of the ball in the closing stages here. Rees turns away from Hayfield. Challenge there from from Falston on to Hearn, who's dropped back deep. Here is Hearn again for Hornchurch. He surges forward, looking to get away from his man. He goes down. The referee not interested, saying that was a bit of simulation from Hearn as he was squeezed in by a few Torquay United players. As we're going to see Jordan Thomas come on here for Torquay United for the final few stages of this game. Apologies for any language he's picked up there.
Is that Darryl McMahon? I think he's just showing you where his mind's at the minute. Frustration from the Hornchurch manager.
I was going to see Matt Worthington come off for Torquay in a minute or so. Here is Wilson. He can drive forward down this left hand side. He'll probably want to sit in that corner a little bit, or maybe he's going to continue to drive in towards the middle. Let's see where he goes. So let's go backwards towards Hayfield on the left hand side, the far side as we look at it. Nearly squeezed up the two Hornchurch players, and it's gone off a Hornchurch man last, and I think we will see this change for the goals, which sees Matt Worthington come off here for Torquay. On shall come Jordan Thomas for the goals for the final minute of the game.
Torquay leaving the field now, 18, Matt Worthington.
Well done, Worthington. What a good professional, slotting in it right back there. Worked really hard.
Jordan Thomas comes on here.
Yeah, Watsy's delighted with him. Look at that. Hey, that's great reception for him.
The army to left of me, left of us, should I say? Applauding Matt Worthington as he comes off.
This is you just got to see this through Torquay. This is absolute. This will be monumental. I know we were saying it's not the be all and end all, but what a statement.
Ball cleared away by Wright, tries to chop in there on Sonny Blulow Everton and sends it away for Hornchurch. It's brought down by Jordan Dyer. He can play it back in towards the feet of James Hammond. Sends it forward as the United keeper. Header up there by Cook. Turned forward by Wright. Falston trying to battle away with it. Sundari knocks it further forward. Brought down now by Dave Winfield. Cushions it in towards the feet of Tommy Wright. Now they can move forward. Here can Hornchurch with Gibbs. Looking for McQueen, man on the yellow card. He's got Thomas joining with him. A few step overs, gets across in towards the middle. It bounces, and Torquay United are able to go and get it away with Kieran Wilson, who would actually just shield this one for a throw, as I think we're going to see 6 minutes added on to the end of the second half, Grits.
Well, here we are. I mean, I'm not entirely surprised with the amount of subs in the modern extra time world, but
we're going to see another sub as well. You're going to see Matt J come on as well for Torquay.
Good. That'd be good to see him get a little run out. I mean, I know it's not much time for him, but
just putting that experience on the pitch as well.
Yes.
6 minutes have been indicated here at the Hornchurch Stadium. Hornchurch 1, Torquay United 2. Gibbs plays it in towards Marias. A poor touch from him there. Ball trying to be played forward. Rees now finds Junior Marias. Plays the 1-2 with his man. Does the Hornchurch 27. He turns back in on Hayfield. Hare. We're going to see Munas Sundari. Sorry, it's not Sundari. It's going to be Jordan Young who's going to be coming off here for Torquay. Here is McQueen getting away from Young, taking on Thomas. Gets across in deep again, looking for that back stick. Turned away initially by Jay Falston and hooked away by Sonny Blulow Everton. Brought down by Frankie Edwards. Torquay United having to do all this defending now to shield what they've currently got. Marias breaking forward for Hornchurch. Slips in the ball. Falston comes across, it's then smashed away by Kieran Wilson. Out for a corner as Jordan Young goes down. Probably just to buy a few more minutes before this change. And sort of the beauty of having a running track as a ground is if you just boot the ball away, one of the poor ball boys is going to have to go and run chase after it. But Matt Jay's coming on. And it's Jordan Young, whose 2 goals looking so crucial.
Wow. Just sensational from him. He hasn't put a foot wrong this second half. The only other chance he had was that free kick, and we've got
I'm going to see Ed Palmer as well.
The ref's got to give him time to get in.
Also named the field number 23, Kieran Wilson.
It's Kieran Wilson who also departs for Ed Palmer. He's Ed Grits. Good at both boxes, Ed Palmer.
Yep.
He'll need to be now as well.
He will. He's been given a job straight away to mark the big one.
Dover lead 2-1 away at Hemel Hempstead Town. He is battling away with Winfield. It's a corner for Hornchurch. In it comes. Bounces away. It's cleared away by the foot of Palmer. How far away is McQueen? Out towards the right side. Sanderi winning the ball back. Tries to get the clearance there off the Hornchurch man, which he does. And it goes up for a throw on the far side for Torquay. He can try and push Hornchurch into a more defensive position. It's finished at Edgeley Park. Stockport County 2, Argyle 1 is the final score there. Ball away by Palmer. Ended up there. It's Hornchurch try and clear their lines forward. Here's Munash Sanderi over the top looking for Cody Cook. But the flag goes up against the Torquay number 9. It will be a free kick for Hornchurch. Forward they go now. Here's Gibbs. Cuts in on towards his right foot across towards Winfield. Back in now. Reese plays the 1-2 with Hare. He can drive forward here for Torquay. Cut up by Palmer and Torquay can clear their lines. Here is Cook battling away with the Hornchurch man. Steers it out towards the left hand side for Ed Palmer. And it will be another throw for Hornchurch.
Right, that's 3 minutes going, Harry. We're down to the last 3.
I think we're going to have a little bit more than 6 minutes if I'm honest, Grits.
I think you might be right.
Here's McQueen. Chopping away from Matt J on this left-hand side. Can he get the cross into the middle? He can do. It bounces and Dye is able to go and clear it away first time. Here's Balanta. Juggling away with the ball. His goal gave Hornchurch the lead. 2 from Jordan Young. Currently giving United the advantage of the free kick. There's a cross there from Hornchurch. Goes all the way out for a goal kick.
Again, Torquay just slowing this down. Quite right.
James Hammond to take this goal kick. He's in no rush at all to take this goal kick. We've had 6 minutes added on to this one here at the Hornchurch Stadium. A few substitutions as well. This is 90 plus 5 according to my watch, but I think we're going to be playing more than that. More than 6 minutes, which were initially indicated. Header won by Edwards, brought down by Dreyer. He can poke it away into no man's land, and that's where Torquay just want the ball at the minute. Nowhere near their penalty area. It's all the way back in towards the Hornchurch penalty area for Nasta. Plays it across towards Gibbs.
Go to the ball, Matt J. Come on.
Sends it over the top, and that long ball is going all the way out for a throw, which Torquay United will happily receive. Maybe not the position, but as the first full-time scorer in the National League South has come through. Absolute United 3, Maidenhead United 0. We won't know the full results of the league table as Worthing have taken the lead against Weston-super-Mare with 7 minutes to go on the clock there. Of course, the league table only matters if you're top on that final weekend in April. Ball forward by Sanderi. Header up there from Cook. Matt J plays it across. Here's Sonny Brulo Everton. He can drive forward here for Torquay United. Will he take it into the corner or will he continue to go at goal? He takes on Edwards, cuts on towards his right foot, scoops out towards Ed Palmer, who's on that left hand side. I think Torquay United might just try and keep it in that corner if they can do. They have given it away and it's sent forward again. Brought down by Fulston. Turns it across. Palmer with a challenge. Brilliantly done and a back heel on the floor from Palmer. Ball switch to play across there to Hornchurch. The 6 minutes are up on my watch, but that's a minimum of 6 minutes which were indicated. Now with McQueen taking on Thomas. Chops in on his right foot. Chops back out on towards his left foot. Then chops back in onto his right foot again does McQueen. Plays across. Here's Tommy Raitt. Out towards the right hand side. He finds Josh Hayes. Joined by Sonny Bluelow Everton. He gets across in towards the middle. It's in deep. It's turned away by Jordan Dyer initially. Balanta will give chase, but he'll leave it because it's going to be a long throw opportunity here for Hornchurch. Paul Watton wants the final whistle. He's not going to get it just yet. Fans to our left of the Yellow Army want the whistle as well, but I think Torquay just going to have to defend this long throw. It's going to come in here from Harry Gibbs for Hornchurch. Launches it in. Torquay United get it away with Jordan Dyer. Jay puts his foot straight through that one, and a statement win for Torquay United. They've beaten Hornchurch by 2-1. It was Balanta who gave the hosts the lead in the first half, but 2 goals from Jordan Young. Some superb moments from him, and Torquay United have beaten the league leaders Hornchurch by 2-1, Grits.
Well, fully deserved, Harry. Absolutely brilliant second half from the goals. They came out with the right attitude, and just those moments of class. That's the difference between these two teams, and we saw it in the first half with Balanta, his bit of quality, but that was the only real bit of quality that I saw from Hornchurch. They were here for the taking, and Torquay's attitude in the second half was nothing short of superb. I didn't want to put the mockers on it before the final whistle, but Jordan Dyer, what a performance from him. I don't think he put a foot wrong all day. A colossal defending show from him was really, really impressive. But again, Sam Dreher, I would say the whole team have just put in a great shift second half. That change of shape to put Wilson out on the left and to bring in Cody Cook, it worked wonders. And you've just got to hand it to them. And that's the kind of performance. That's a kind of league-winning performance from Torquay today. They came here and we knew it was a big ask, but they delivered.
They did deliver, and it was a very much repeat performance from last week. Go 1-0 down at half-time with a goal semi-watt against the run of play, but then just to pull out that performance has been superb from the goals today. A 2-1 win. That Jordan Young, some absolute quality, and of course Hornchurch themselves, they do have their quality. We saw it with Angelo Balanta when he gave Hornchurch the lead, but that fantastic work there from Jordan Young, and credit as well to Paul Watton tactically as well. He decided to bring some changes. We've seen it earlier on in the season where it hasn't worked at places like Dorking. He decided to change it. He admitted it didn't work, but today bring on those changes, bring in Cody Cook for the second half to really ruffle the feathers has worked wonders for the goals.
Yeah, it has, and listen, he knows his players even better now though. He's got a real good squad here, and everyone's playing their part, but that Jordan Young today just showed him why he's a head and shoulders above any other player in this league.
Indeed. Well, we'll get all the points from Paul Watton as well to see if he thinks it's a statement win. He'll probably just say that's just another 3 points which Torquay United needed. We'll be back on Tuesday night at Dover. Myself, Tom Diamond, as it finishes here at the Hornchurch Stadium. Hornchurch FC 1, Torquay United 2.
What do you love about Devon at this time of year?
I like the walks on the moor, the environment, the beach walks, the coastal walks.
I mean, it's such a beautiful place even in the winter, isn't it?
Just the ambience of it.
I guess it's mainly just the shopping and like the amount of stuff to do as a family, I guess.
I love the countryside and I love the coast, which is why I live here. This is the best coastline, I think, in the country.
You can go for lots of walks. It's the scenery.
They're all nice people.
Well, what other better place in the world is there to live than here? And there you go, Dartmoor. No other place like it.
Loving Devon in the winter. This is BBC Radio Devon. BBC Radio Devon.
Sport.
With James Vickery.
Good evening. At 5 o'clock, it's Saturday the 31st of January. The sports headlines from BBC Radio Devon. The Exeter Chiefs get their Prem Cup campaign back on track with an excellent win at home against Sale today.
To Dan John still going, feeds Russie Tweemer, who's going to get over.
For the rugby from Exeter.
That's one end of the pitch to the other from the Chiefs. Started by Josh Hodge, finished by Russie Tweemer. Exeter hit the 50 mark, 52 points to 14.
Plymouth Argyle twice hit the woodwork, but they slipped to defeat at high-flying Stockport.
Stockport get it back on the right-hand side. Diamond crossing chance towards the far post. There's a header! 2-1. Paul Watton's second goal of the game. Stockport 2. Plymouth Argyle 1, and Argyle have had to soak up pressure, and Stockport have made it tell. Coming from behind, and their leading scorer, Carl Watton, his 16th goal of the season. Stockport 2, Plymouth Argyle 1.
Horror show at St James Park. Rotherham score 3 times in 5 minutes as the Grecians are thrashed at home by the League One strugglers.
Nombe is going up against Woodhouse. Nombe looking for the room to shoot. Woodhouse is still with him. Woodhouse, the ball is clawed back, and there's the fourth. Unbelievable. Exeter City now 4-0 down. And the goal scorer is Sean McWilliams.
But there's a huge win for Torquay United. They come from behind to win their promotion 6-pointer at the league leaders Hornchurch.
Onto the edge of the penalty area. Young moves into the walls of the penalty, tries to get to his left foot, which he does! Oh, it does! Jordan Young again! from suspension and scores a second. It's Hornchurch 1, Torquay United 2 in this big game at the top of the National League South.
In the non-league football today, Exmouth win their Devon derby at home to struggling Tavistock.
23 minutes gone in the second half. Penalty to Exmouth after Alfie Cunningham was tripped.